AJ Styles is going to be wrestling Finn Balor. Now that ought to be a good match. What do you think, Marie?
It's gonna be too sweet, right?
I see what you did there. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Ooh, and a nice tag match. We got Io Sky and golly, I can't even think of the girl's name. Um, Io and her tag partner versus Roxanne Perez and Julia.
You mean Rhea Ripley?
Rhea Ripley. I couldn't think of her name. I couldn't think of her name. I couldn't think. I drew a blank on Rhea's name. I couldn't believe it. Rhea Ripley, one of the biggest stars, not just like duh.
It happens sometimes. The most obvious person in the world, and I'm just sitting there like I can't remember what I was talking about.
Yeah, I'm like
Happens.
I was like, what is their name? They're one of the biggest stars, and I can't think of their name. That's oh gosh, this is not good.
So I have a question for you.
Sure.
Are you going to be at Monday Night Raw next week?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Yay! Me too.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. We'll see you there. What section are you going to be in?
I think it's 111.
111. Hold on. Let me actually look and see where 111 is. Yeah, 111.
Yeah, I think we're not exactly where the hard camera is, but we're like right beside where the hard camera is.
Oh, okay. Nice. Okay. Yeah, because 111, that is a hard cam side. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. I wonder if it's gonna end up being a sellout.
I don't know.
I'm kind of curious.
Well, gone are the days where it was only halfway full there in Greenville. So
yeah, Greenville is it's
oh man.
Yeah, because I think the last one was packed, and the one before that one was pretty packed.
Yeah.
And SmackDown was crazy too.
Yeah.
So
yeah, when I didn't get to go to a show for a really long time. You know, my parents didn't have a whole lot, so they couldn't really take us. But
I understand.
I started going to the shows there in Greenville probably in 2012, and
okay,
it was never full, never until quite recently. So
I understand. I understand. Yeah. Oh, no, 112, 111 is actually blacked out. So you got hard cam side will be 112, 113. 114 is actually where the cam is. And then you got 115.
Well, let me see what I thought it was 111, but you know, I haven't looked at it in a month or two, so who knows?
Yeah. And those tickets are ridiculous too.
Yeah, I was actually pretty lucky. I don't know. It wasn't that bad. Oh, here we go.
And CM Punk, here comes CM Punk.
And he better be there next week or I'm going to be upset.
Yeah, we hope so. We hope so. Because the only time I've actually seen CM Punk was in AEW when AEW came.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the only time I've ever seen CM Punk in person. Other than that, I've never seen him in person ever. Hold on one second. My camera's messing up. I'll be right back on that.
Okay. Okay, now it's telling me. All right, everybody, let's see what CM Punk has to say. He does not look happy. He looks quite perturbed.
There we go. I am back.
Yay.
Yeah, he does look a little upset, and I still have to watch Backlash. I have not watched Backlash as of yet.
don't believe the what the people online say. It was actually a pretty decent pay-per-view.
I was hearing that because Harry asked if I watched it. I was like, no, I haven't watched it yet. And he's like, man, people dogging that thing out, man. I was like, oh. I'm like, okay. I'll have to see then. Okay, what in the world? Oh, Lord, of course. Okay, he's all right. All right, and let's get to some comments, man. While CM Punk is, well, hopefully when CM Punk is finishing up, we'll get to some comments here. CM Punk pissed off. This is funny. Good. Hey, matter of fact, this is the first time he's talked since WrestleMania, right?
Yeah.
I thought so. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, Harry, he's pissed off at himself.
Team Moose.
Wow. Wow, that's okay.
Oh, okay. It's 120. I'm sorry.
Oh, so you're in section 120. Okay.
Yeah.
So let me see. 120. So, oh, okay. Okay. Gotcha.
I got it. I mean, you go to so many events, you kind of forget
Mm-hmm.
where you're
Exactly.
sitting.
So, yeah. So 120, I know exactly where y'all are. Y'all are almost right in the bend across from the camera. Almost, yeah. You're almost there. Seth Rollins is looking interesting little leather outfit there.
Yeah. It's always interesting.
I wonder what he's gonna wear next Monday. That's gonna be very interesting. I like how he uses the word was.
Mhm.
And now look at Paul like he's about to cry. Come on, man. Paul, we're so over that. Come on. Wow, this is very interesting.
Yep. Uh-oh.
Why do I have a feeling Braun Breaker's gonna want to do something at some point today? Why do I just have this feeling? I don't know why.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Yeah, Braun Breaker tonight.
Yep.
Yeah, I kind of saw that coming. Oh wow, he going up there in a suit. He ain't gonna wait for the night. Wow, okay.
Nope.
And Breaker is a little slow getting in the ring there. What's going on?
He's on him now.
Yeah, I see. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Come on now, CM Punk. I mean, it's two against one, brother. And what's up with Braun Breaker spray tan, man? Joker almost look orange. And Sammy comes in here.
Okay.
So could we possibly have a tag match for the main event? Maybe.
I don't know.
But I still ain't figured out why Sammy always got to put his nose in somebody else's business. I just
Because
don't be
that's what
understand.
Sammy does best.
I just don't understand it, Sammy. I mean, it's like you always glutton for punishment.
What are you going to do, Paul Heyman?
Well, okay, you can pass a
I was
chair.
like, dude, you don't need to run, okay? You're going to cause another earthquake.
Yeah, something's gonna happen. Yeah, if you try to do something.
Oh.
Okay,
Yeah.
now this. Oh Lord, have mercy. Now this thing just breaking down now. I
You
don't know
better be
what.
getting your yeet face ready
No,
for
no,
next week. You gotta
no. I can't.
you
I
gotta
can't.
practice.
No. I am not. No, y'all. You know, I'm not yeeting and mess around and dislocate my shoulder or something. No. I am. I will not do no such thing. I am still on my no yeet campaign. Now this would be a good 6-man if they had a third man.
I bet they have one. We just don't know who it is yet.
Touche. Touche. Because that would be a nice little match. Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, and whoever versus those three. That would be a decent match. El Americano. HBT in the building.
What's going on? Straight up clown show. I just watched. Straight up, exactly what I expected. The way they started it. What's going on, Majestic Marie?
Chaos, man. Chaos.
Hi, Gary.
Hey, but yeah, chaos. They can't stay away from chaos. That's all they wanted. That's all they do, man. That's all they do. It's crazy.
Well, it wouldn't be professional wrestling if there was no chaos.
Exactly, Harry. You expect everything to always be in decency order. Somebody come out there, handshake, hugs, and passing out flowers. What do you think this is, man?
Oh my God, man. That was ridiculous, man. It was okay, but it was kind of, it got to the point where it's just ridiculous. And like you said, why in the world Sammy's got to be the one who's always in the middle of everything? Oh my gosh. Now they could have started off the match with this dude here with Penta, man. That would have been cool. Have him come out doing this little pimp walk.
It's WWE. Man. They don't start with a match. They never start with a match.
I know they never start with a match, and the problem is this: that's all indie shows try to start just like WWE. Everybody copies it. It's a copycat thing. It's crazy, but hey, it is what it is.
It's been a proven.
Yeah, they do. They start with a match,
blueprint, man, for years.
Hey, that proven blueprint is proven that it's going downhill, bro. That's all it is to it. And I mean, you can pretty much throw out the facts all you want, but hey, these jokers. How many people? Did they have the first episode? Netflix worldwide, 6.6 million.
Hey man, look, it can go downhill.
I don't want to hear it. 3 million last week. I don't want to hear anything about they making money, Chris. I don't want to hear anything about that. If I like I said, if I sell you a Coke, if that Coke last week was $1, and then I have 3 people decide they ain't gonna buy Coke no more, and I sell it to you for $4.23, and you the fool that buy it, buddy, I done made my money again. So don't come to me.
Okay, so why you complaining? Why you complaining, man?
To be fair, Harry, the first episode of anything is always going to be higher because everybody's going to be like, oh, okay, well, what's this? What are they going to do? And then eventually it's going to trickle off, and the people who actually like the product are going to be the ones who stay.
Yeah. Okay. Keep telling yourself that, Majestic.
No, it's real. It's real. It's a real thing.
I've been around long enough to know. Yeah, it's a real thing. What you just said is definitely a real thing. But yeah, you are basically getting into a.
With Jake Paul and Mike Tyson, was it only boxing fans who were watching that?
Oh, good Lord, no. Good Lord, no.
That's Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. That's Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
That's Mike Tyson. That's like if Michael Jordan got in real good shape and came back to play another basketball game. You think 50 million people are not going to watch that?
Of course they are. It's a different thing. It was a different thing. We didn't know what to expect. Everybody's going to be tuning in to try to figure out what it is. Now that they settled into a pattern, all the people are slowly trickling off. There's not as many wrestling fans as there was in the 90s.
Of course it isn't. That's what I'm trying to say. I guarantee you that first show, probably about 80% of those 6 million people, 7 million people watching it, guarantee you about 70-80% was wrestling fans or wrestling fans in the past. Yeah. And they basically done trickled off to where it's just the wrestling fans that we have now. And you even have some of these wrestling fans are drawing back because, goodness sake, what in this world's going on? Hold on for a second. Mm-hmm. You guys lose me there for a minute?
Yeah, you froze for a second.
Yeah, give me a minute.
All right, so let's go ahead and get some of these comments, guys. I know y'all been waiting, but let's get to some of these comments. We had first in the room, we had Alma Clark. She said, "What's up, Harry and Christopher? How y'all doing this evening? Doing okay. Suffering with a bad sinus migraine headache. Oh man, since Saturday morning, one of the worst I've ever had. Made me nauseous. B90. Oh man. Well,
yeah, praying for you, Alma.
Alma also said, took 3 Excedrin. Tendon headache, caplets, slept all evening long, missed Backlash pay-per-view, missing my mom's, aunts, grandmothers, and daughters on Mother's Day, cried all day yesterday, prayers needed, B90. Yeah, Mother's Day was
hopefully everybody had a great Mother's Day. Calling out all the mothers, hope y'all all had a great Mother's Day yesterday.
All right, AJ Scales is in the building, said, "Hey, Harry and Chris, Monday Night Raw's live tonight." Yep.
What's up, AJ?
Alma said, "What's up, AJ Scales?" AJ Scales said, "What's up, Alma? What's up, Clark? Monday Night Raw." And Lucas is in the building, man. Says, "Howdy." And
what's going on, Lucas?
Send link for else.
Not tonight, Lucas. Not right now.
He said, "Please." And here comes Pat McAfee, man. AJ Scales said, "Chris, did you see the press conference, John Cena?" Yeah, I saw that, man. I posted that in the group, man. That was crazy, man. He put him through the table because John Cena said he can't, because he said John Cena can't wrestle, and John got pissed off. Yep. And Harry talking about he was CM Punk was pissed off at himself. And Paul was acting like he was about to fight, man, but that wasn't about to happen. Magnum in the building said, "Greens brother Chris and Majestic Marie in the rest of the Straight Up Wrestling Universe. Rest in peace of Sabu." Yes, that was a shock to everybody, man. He just had his retirement match a couple of months back, man. All right, Mag said, Paul Heyman looking like W.C. Fields. People look him up.
Hi, Alma.
Oh man,
really cheesesteak sandwiches. That sounds good.
Oh heck yeah, man, good man. Oh man, make me want to go get one for lunch tomorrow, man. Just had a cheesesteak sandwich. Oh, that's good. Alma said, "Rest in peace, Sabu." Mag said, "Greetings, brother Harry." And
what's going on, Mag?
And Nancy's in the building, says, "Hey, Harry and Chris, how you guys? How's the wifey, Harry?"
Hey, Nancy, doing pretty good, Nancy. Thank you.
All right. Jamie Earhart's in the building, said, "What's good, y'all?"
What's going on, Jamie, my man?
Green Randall said Seth was speaking nothing but facts the entire time. Oh, of course he was, Green Randall. Of course he was. Richard Hood says, "What's up, Harry?"
What's going on, Richard?
Jim Rogers, man, that's somebody we haven't talked to in a while, man. Jim Rogers said Harry used to watch Luke Thez. He's been around. Got him.
Yeah, right, Jim.
Glad you're doing good, Jim. Welcome in, man. Welcome in. Green Randall.
Yeah. Good to see you, brother.
Do you guys think John Cena's heel run is working out or not? Down the line, 10 years, will people call it successful or a failure?
I don't know yet.
That's a good question, though, Green Randall. That's a legit question.
I don't think he's gonna be on a heel run long enough for people to basically remember it. I mean, people will remember that he went out that way
because it was a shock factor.
They are going to pretty much remember him mostly as a fan favorite. So I don't think it's gonna hurt him as a babyface anywhere down the line. Of course, he's not gonna go out like Steamboat or anything like that, babyface for his whole career. But he was a heel before, in the past. So, it won't be his first heel run. But I don't think he's going to do anything significant enough to where people are going to, at the end of the day, are going to be saying, "Oh, he was a heel." So, yeah, I don't think it'll have anything to. I don't think it will have any. I don't think people will look at it and say, "Okay, it was a failure," or if it was good or not. They're going to say, he was a good champion and he was a babyface for most of his career.
Man, he is. Man, Chad Gable was really trying to get that mask off, man.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, I don't think it'll hurt Green Randall, man. Obviously people gonna remember it because it was a shock to a lot of people because they've never seen Cena in this light before. So that's gonna be a major, so a lot of people will remember that, but I don't think it's gonna overall in the long run hurt his legacy.
No, it's not gonna hurt anything. I mean, if anything, like Stone Cold's heel turn wasn't necessarily a success. There was parts about it that were very entertaining, but it wasn't like the most diabolical thing ever that's happened.
Exactly.
But it
Exactly.
didn't hurt Stone Cold at all. You know, everybody still thinks of him fondly, and it'll still be the same way with John Cena.
Yeah, I mean, he's not, he's not, like you said, it's not diabolical enough to where he could be like a Ric Flair or a Bruiser Brody or Abdullah the Butcher. He ain't on that level. And
Yeah.
with this time frame that he's got, he's not going to be around long enough for him to get anywhere close to that level.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to make that type of impact, as a fan favorite going to a heel. So, but like I said, like Chris said, it's not going to hurt his legacy at all. People not even going to think about it that much. They just going to be like, okay, he did have a little turn. You got to look at it fondly, kind of like Hogan, having a little turn there. But Hogan had a good 2.5 years with that run as a heel. So, but yeah, John Cena's little thing is like a little, like a little Jack in the Box type thing. You jumped in and he's jumping right back out. So it's not gonna have a major impact on anything.
Yeah, his heel turn is only going to be for the first half of this year, and then he's going to finish the last half of the last part of his career as a babyface.
Yeah,
I believe that.
Yeah, because I can't see John Cena at his absolute last match, whenever that may be, him going out as a heel. I just can't see it. But I'm not saying it can't happen. But I just can't see it happening.
Be very shocking if it happens.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Richard Hood said, "Rest in peace, Sabu." Yeah, rest in peace, Sabu.
Yes,
man,
sir.
that man was definitely an icon in the world of hardcore. Man, he had some iconic moments and some matches. Man, him and Van Dam back in the old ECW days had some amazing matches. Man, amazing matches. And it wasn't even just hardcore all the time. I'm talking about they had some good wrestling matches before they even brought in the first chair in the ring or something like that. I mean, yeah, those boys could go. So yeah, rest in peace, Sabu, man. Richard Hood said Cena put something on R-Truth. See, R-Truth is not leaving that man's side for nothing. AJ Scale said, "Harry and Chris, who you think will be the next opponent for Dominic Mysterio and the IC Championship tonight on Raw?" I don't think he's wrestling for the title on Raw tonight. I don't think, or defending his title tonight. I think he might be in a tag match, but I don't think he's going to defend his title tonight. 11,000, huh? Okay. I wonder how many we're gonna get next week.
I don't know. I don't even know how many tickets are still available.
Because I'm looking at it, man. They still got some tickets left in some sections, man. Still got seats up top going for $63 a piece and $70-something a piece up top.
Goodness, really?
Yeah. And then they have actually 24 tickets in your section, Marie, going for $199.92.
I didn't pay that. I did not pay that.
Really?
No, I did not.
I'm just looking at what it's saying on Ticketmaster. I'm just, that's
yeah,
just what
I got mine on Ticketmaster.
She must got some kind of you must got some super fan discount or something going on here. She knows somebody to work at Ticketmaster, y'all. She got hers for like $54.95.
Man, I was talking to
mine were $70.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a good price. I was talking to some guys. I was talking to these guys, man, on with Wrestling Republic, What you guys think with Penta? Do you think Penta is actually going to get a singles championship in the WWE before he gets a tag team title? Before he gets tag team titles with his brother?
I would like to see him get a singles title before he does that, because it was kind of, he would be like that Jey Uso kind of theory. He would be stuck in a box as a tag team specialist, which we know he is, but I would hope he gets a singles title first, so he can at least say, okay, I got a singles title. I defended for a couple of months or whatever the case may be. I can check that off. Now I can somehow get a tag title with my brother or something like that and go on from there.
Everybody wants to see Rey Fenix and Penta come together. I think that they should play that out a while, like build up to, because everybody wants to see them together. So build on that anticipation before you actually fall through with it.
Right.
Yeah, that makes sense. What do you think, Eric? Oh, nice.
Well,
super kick.
I do want him and his brother to get together, and they basically capitalize on that. I mean, you have Rey Penta looking good, but I do think that's the ultimate goal. I think that's the reason they brought him in, because they was wanting to get his brother and pretty much establish a tag team division around these two. Because you can have an amazing tag team division around these two, especially once Jay pretty much relinquishes his World Heavyweight Championship. He's back with his brother, and then you can have him. You got Street Profits. You can have some amazing tag teams. But
wait a minute. Why is Jey Uso relinquishing the World Heavyweight title?
Winning a championship. Now, as far as him winning a singles championship, I don't know, man. And if he does, I hope he wins one and hold it for a few months.
Well, he didn't mean relinquish like he lost it to somebody. I think that's what he meant, not relinquishing it like
he said relinquish.
Yeah, I mean,
so I'm
like,
pretty
much lose it. Yes, Marie. Pretty much.
Yes. There's a difference between relinquishing it and losing
it.
But
either way it goes, he needs to get rid of it. Just put it that way.
So you gotta get rid of it, but it ain't doing no
good. Poor Jey Uso. He hasn't even had a chance to prove himself yet, but it's only been a few weeks.
I told you this is we're gonna change this to the No Yeek podcast, boy. That's what we're gonna change this to, boy. Ain't gonna be straight wrestling, it's just gonna be No Yeek podcast, man.
Just give the title up. Just hand it to somebody.
I better see plenty of yeeting next week over in your all section.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god. I'm sure you will, but it ain't gonna be coming from me and Chris.
Man, y'all get plenty of rest. Put your arms up on cushions until then, so you can.
I told you, man, you're gonna mess around and dislocate your shoulder doing that crazy stuff, man.
The day before, do some forearm stretches, get them loose. Get it all ready.
Oh my goodness. What would y'all give this match here, man? What would y'all give this match?
2.5, man. 2.5, maybe 3 stars. Just exactly what Mag did right there. I can roll between 2.5, 3 stars.
Man.
What about you?
I can go about 2.5. A solid 2.5.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Oh yeah.
It definitely wasn't a world breaker. It was definitely not a world breaker.
Oh heck no. It could be better.
It was supposed to be. It was fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Definitely can be better.
Roxanne,
but it was decent. It was good for what it was.
Yeah.
All right. All right, Roxanne.
And Julia,
yeah. So
and this actually be my first time seeing Julia in the ring.
You got to be kidding.
Yeah, I didn't. Well, you got to think when she was in NXT, she only wrestled 2 matches and she was hurt.
She don't wrestle plenty of matches in NXT. I know you haven't watched it in a long time, but
yeah, like I said, I saw her when she first came in. She got the belt And then after that, that was it. She was hurt. And I haven't seen her since.
Yeah, she's pretty darn good, man.
I keep meaning to check out NXT again because I like Ricky Starks so much, but I always forget because I'm not. Yeah, Ricky Saints, whatever. But
I don't like that Ricky
when
Saints.
You're not in the habit of turning something on, you forget about it. So
that's true.
Yeah.
Too much wrestling.
It is a lot of wrestling. That's for doggone sure.
I got a message a couple days ago. It was like, "Why don't you cover TNA?" And I'm like, "Are you kidding me?"
Oh my gosh!
Oh wow! Just a little too much, really.
I would never leave. I would never leave this room if I watched everything.
Exactly. That's a lot of wrestling.
Well, that's what we was doing when we first started. We was covering everything. We covered everything. So yeah, and I mean, and all the time, and we were spending a lot of time on the indies at that time. It was just crazy.
Yeah.
It was a little too. It was too much.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just so much wrestling. Just
it consumed your life, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Max says R-Truth is now called The Truth Hurts.
The R-Truth hurts.
Gosh.
I'm guessing he does hurt right now.
Yeah, getting thrown through a daggone table at a press conference.
Goodness sake.
Green Roundel says, I'm sure John just tripped twice, once to get him Truth up, and then he flipped again, accidentally putting him through the table. It was an honest mistake. Could have happened to anyone.
John Cena's a victim, right, Randall?
Yeah, Green Roundel be cracking me up.
yeah. That R-Truth, man, he shouldn't have been bullying John Cena. Man, come on, man. That's like saying you accidentally just I don't know, I pointed a weapon at somebody and pow pow. You know what I'm saying? Just oops, I didn't mean to do it. Come on. Wow, Green Randall, boy, your views on, man. I tell you what, I would hate, you know what, in a way, Green Randall, I would like for you to be my lawyer. If I ever get in some trouble, man, I want you to represent me, man, to get me out. You know, like, yeah, so he accidentally hit a person walking across the street, but it was accident because they were jaywalking. So who's really at fault here?
Oh boy.
AJ Skill said, hey, Chris, John Cena's heel turn sucks. Okay. And I'm sure a lot of people think that, man. I'm sure a lot of people think that way. So I mean, hey. Black Rain's in the building, says, what's up, fellas? Chris, Black Friday Eagles will lose to the Bears. Man. Okay.
What's going on, Black Rain? Black Rain, what's up, brother?
Okay, Black Rain. Okay. Green Runner says, maybe in a different era, Penta might have gotten a short run with the IC title, but he's not getting anything right now.
We're watching the same show, right?
At some point, he's gonna get a title, man. I don't know when, but at some point he's gonna get a single title. It's got to happen.
I hope not. I hope not.
You don't want him to get a singles title, man?
No, man, I don't want him to get no singles title. I can roll with a tag team, him and Ray Phoenix, and I can roll with those two being the world tag team title champions. But him being if he gets a championship, he needs to win the Intercontinental Championship and hold it for 3 months. If he does, I'll be like, okay. But do I want it to happen? No. I don't want him to win it. I've never been a Penta fan. I've never been like you, Chris. I know you always liked him and Ray Phoenix and who was the guys they used to wrestle against all the time?
Bucks, man. The
Young Bucks. I know you're a fan of these guys and all that, but I don't care nothing about that flippity floppity, floopity floopity, flippity dibbity, gymnastics or whatever. I want to see wrestling, man. But I mean, he's a good wrestler, but I just don't see it.
It's just a different style.
I know it's just a different style, Majestic Marie. I'm not complaining about the style. I'm just saying I just don't care about it.
It's that Mexican style. It's just a different kind of wrestling.
Yeah, just so many people do it. I don't know. I just got tired of it. But As far as Penta, I never have been a fan. I just really haven't. I love Ray Phoenix. You can put a singles title on him. I love Ray Phoenix, but I just don't like Penta, man.
I think Penta is more charismatic than Ray Phoenix is.
He really is.
Of course he is. Pimp. I mean, Pimp Daddy walk. Come on, man. This dude pimping. Hey, he pimping. Hey, somebody got to do it. It's hard being a pimp, but somebody got to do it, and Pimp is doing it.
Who is designing Finn Balor shirts? They need to be.
I don't know. That's. Oof. Yeah, that's very plain Jane right there.
It is
ugly.
The front of it, especially the front of it. I don't know what the back says,
or if it even has a back on it.
It did.
Oh.
Harry, did you see Backlash?
No, I didn't watch. I watched a little bit of it. No, I didn't get to see the full thing, and I was gonna do that a little earlier today, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and watch it once we get off here. I'm gonna check it out.
It wasn't as bad as people say it was.
Okay. I will see Majestic Marie. You know, I'm gonna get every match. I'm gonna be like, this is what Majestic Marie told me, and I'm gonna come on live. Majestic Marie told me this. Peaches and Power Bombs told me this wasn't that bad.
It wasn't as bad. Now, I do have to say that the main event, the match itself was really good, but there was too much messiness in it.
Pat trying to chop back with Gunther.
And that match with Pat McAfee and Gunther, it was just fun. It was
Well,
it was lighthearted. Just don't take it too seriously. It was fun.
Oh. Went for that kick one too many times, Pat.
Yep.
Nah, I didn't watch that. I didn't watch this match. I gotta check this out.
Well, you put in Harry's favorite finishing hole, boy. The Boston Crab, boy.
And this Joker stayed. I heard he was in that Boston Crab for a few minutes. Now, okay, you're gonna have Gunther tap out in 8 seconds, and then you're gonna let this Joker be in the Boston Crab for 3 minutes from Gunther? Come on, man. Wow, what kind of logic is that? Okay.
Yeah, Michael Cole was a little cheater.
Michael Cole need to get kicked in the face, man.
That's crazy.
What kind of garbage is that? Wow. Oh my gosh.
Boy, he put that sleeper on him, boy. Put that. This Joker think he Hulk Hogan, boy. Wade Barry said, "Give up, Pat. Just give up." But man, he should have kept it on there for about another 15 seconds, boy.
That was so out of character for Gunther. That was weird.
And then, wait a minute. Now, why is Pat up so quick, though, man? That's
because he doesn't know how to sell because he's not a wrestler.
But he sold it when he got attacked, though. Come on, Pat. How'd you forget something that quick within a couple of weeks, bro? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Somebody should have been in your ear like, Pat, after you lose this match, you need to stay down for about 25 to 30 seconds, let Gunther get out of the ring, and then you slowly start to come to.
Man.
Well, who holding up that sign talking about Yeetville? Oh, Lord have mercy, boy. Somebody gonna get an idea and have them things all over
Greenville, yeah. Yeetville, yeah, exactly.
I see it. Lord have mercy.
Y'all better get ready.
Oh, my gosh.
You're gonna have Jey. I'm gonna buy y'all Jey Uso shirts.
Oh gosh.
All right, where we at, Chris? On these comments. Let's get them all.
All right, AJ Scales said Harry and Chris Triple H had one of the best heel turns when he turned in Degeneration X and Evolution. Yep. Green Reynolds says, "Do you guys watch LFG? And if you did, finals next week. There's some pretty good talents involved. I haven't watched LFG in a while. Green Reynolds, I need to catch up on it, man.
I don't
It's some,
watch that.
but
I haven't
hey,
had a chance to. I don't
yeah,
even think. I don't think I'm gonna watch that.
man, it's good, man. Seeing the young talents and watching the legends and Hall of Famers, grade them guys and help them try to get better. But here come
Okay,
the
Chris.
new day. But Xavier Woods come up with that hairstyle, look like something off the Warriors, boy. Sure got like a Jerry Curl mohawk going on, boy.
Jerry curl mohawk. Oh my god.
It does. Look at it like a Jerry Curl mohawk. Like something out of doggone Breaking 15 or something, boy. Breaking 2 or something, boy.
Man, this thing beginning to look like a joke, man. They might as well come out and throw the doggone pancakes out again.
Man,
I'm just like, this thing, man. What the heck? These jokers looking too. I don't know. I just don't know what to say about it. Some 2010 hip hop party or something, man. I don't know what else. Yeah, this is crazy. All right.
Lucas says, "Hey, Harry."
What's going on,
And,
Lucas?
he also says, "Link, yes or no?" Green Round also says Jay is going to have to relinquish the belt title, Harry, because he's hasn't been very oozy lately.
Nope.
I don't think that's got anything to do with it, Grand Roundup, but okay. Max says Penta match gets 2.5 to 3 stars.
Yep.
Alma says it gets 2.5 to 3 stars also, B90.
Yes, thank you for your scores.
All right, and Lucas also said, read our comments. We getting to it, Lucas. Good gracious, we getting to it. Ray Underwood's in the building, said, let's go Celtics.
Okay, Ray.
All right. Alma says Celtics suck, B90.
You're going to cause a fight in the comments.
I know, right? Over some basketball, boy. Green Reynolds said, I'm not sure why people are solo interference to help Jacob. Sure, Jacob told him not to help. The good family helps even when they are told not to. We should be so lucky to have a bro like him. That was a good match, and I'm surprised Jeff Cobb actually showed up for Backlash.
That was the best match of Backlash.
That's what I heard. That match, because that was what, Fatal 4-Way, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Why did they didn't? I don't know. They just showed up. This is Jeff Cobb. A lot of people don't know who Jeff Cobb is. Whatever, man.
I'm sure we'll see a video package on Friday Night SmackDown.
They need.
Yeah. If you don't know who Jeff Cobb is, look him up and look up some of his old New Japan stuff. You'll find out real quick who that man is. He's good. Almost says, let me get back to it. Almost says, pimping ain't easy. So being bootylicious, baddie, trick, baby, 90. All right.
Relax, Alma. Calm down, girl.
We love you, Alma. We do. Max says Thursday night, Nikita Lyons is going against Tessa Blanchard in a tag match on TNA Impact. Okay.
Oh wow, interesting.
Yeah, and Nikita Lyons is actually on that show, Harry, on Evolve on Tubi.
Okay, I'll check that out.
Wednesday nights on Tubi.
Okay, I'll check it out. We need to catch up on that.
Yeah. Green Rundle says, real talk, why the heck is Jeff Cobb joining the Bloodline? He's not even Samoan. They're just letting any Tam Mofo join the Bloodline. Only if Sammy spent a little while in the tanning bed.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah, what is Jeff Cobb?
He is he's supposed to be like joining the Bloodline or came in.
Is he Polynesian or something? I'm sure he is.
I have no clue, but I just know he's not Samoan. Just put it that way.
Okay. Well, he might be Polynesian or something, but really, I don't know.
All right, Green Randall said he would have been accepted so much quicker. Mag says I'm with Marie. Backlash was very good. Okay, Mag. Okay.
Yeah, he's Hawaiian.
Okay.
Well, he could be, if he's from Hawaii, he could have that in him. You like to say Polynesian or Samoan in him, most definitely. One of the two, or mixture of, you never know. All right.
Yeah, he might be a mixture of different things, but it does say that he was born in Honolulu. So
okay. Mike Classic says I have the table that Randy Orton AAD. John Cena on the mic is on my the pick is on my page. Okay,
Nice.
Mike Class says I'm trying to get Randy to sign it. Okay, cool. All right, we'll get back to your comments in just a moment. I think we on Black Rain next.
Yep.
I see my boy Will Rally Sport is in the house all the way from England. What's up, Will?
You know what? That worked out pretty well for us. Look, man, I'm not stupid. I know you like to do things your way.
Sammy, why are you trying to be friends with everybody, man? Come on, man. Goodness sake.
Trust me, I have my answers. The truth is, neither of us going to get anything done.
Well, from my world, you stick your nose in too much business, you're going to get it knocked off. You better watch out, Sammy. Watch your back, man.
Protect yourself at all times.
Exactly. Man, Sammy need to turn bad, man. This dude is he's the modern day Jimmy Boogie Woogie Man volume, man.
Oh wow.
The modern day Boogie Woogie Man volume. No doubt about that.
I met him a couple years ago. He's a sweetheart, by the way.
Oh, he is a good man.
Great guy.
He's a great guy. Yeah.
All right, Mike Classic says, I'm trying to get Randy to sign it. Black Rain 7920 says, fellas, y'all see fixed NBA is Dallas trades Luka and they get first pick with a 1/8 chance, laughing my tail off. All right, man, I didn't really see that, Black Rain. I didn't know they was gonna get a first round pick from that. All right, Will Rally Sports says, hi, Harry, Chris. Not sure your name, sorry. Majestic Marie. Will Rally Sport. Marie, just call him Marie. All right, Alma Clark is cracking up. Jerry Curl, Mohawk, wow. And then Eric and Ivar. It kind of looks weird without them having the titles right now, Chris. I don't know why.
Because they had it for so long.
Yeah.
Mm.
And Michael Cole said my boy's trying to ducking the Roy Raiders, boy.
Mm-hmm. All right, AJ, I don't know what AJ said right there, but Lucas said, please, yes or no, I need to know.
What's up, Luke? What's up, AJ?
All right, Mag says, Xavier Woods look like he's from the band Ready for the World.
God almighty, boy.
Oh, she Oh, my goodness, boy. Let's see. Let me love you down. I did Ready for the World, boy. That was my group, boy. That was cool. That was cool, man.
Oh man,
he does look like that when I think about it. AJ, Harry, and Chris Backlash pay-per-view was trash, garbage, the worst pay-per-view. AJ Scales says, "Hey, AJ Scales, hey, AJ usually on the money, man. When he's on the money with things, but hey, Marie and Mag, I trust them too. So I'm gonna have to check this thing out.
If you're gonna, it depends. If you're gonna sit there and watch it and overanalyze it and pick it apart, you might not like it. But if you're just watching it to have fun, to watch something, it's not serious. It's not a serious pay-per-view. It's just something to watch to have a good time.
You know me, Chris. You know I'm gonna analyze everything. You know I analyze everything.
But Harry gonna look at the entrance video, but be like, man, I'm wasting my time, man. This beginning entrance video is trash. I ain't wasting my time.
The bottom line is,
wow, look at that power.
It's always a reason for something. If the reason fits what they have going on, then it was good. It's gonna be good. If it don't fit with what they have going on, then it's not going to be good. So
the only thing I have against it is that the main event was too messy. Like the match itself was really good, but there was 3 ref bumps in it, and then there was a lot of overbooking and messiness in the end, and that's the only thing I really have against it.
Okay.
Because all right. The Fatal 4-Way for the U.S. title was really good. Dominic Mysterio versus Penta was really good. Lyra Valkyria versus Becky Lynch really surprised me with how good that match was.
Really? Oh,
Okay.
This is making me want to watch. This really makes me want to watch it now. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out now. I'm definitely gonna check this Backlash out.
All right, Lucas said WWE Hardys NXT calls Junior. All right, Rally says okay, Raw so far good start, Seth versus Punk, good vignette, but I think it was EO and spoke Japanese and explained what she meant great. Rally Sports says Nikita Lyons is everywhere. She's on WWE, Evolve, and TNA in the same week. Crazy. A lot of IWC don't like her. I understand. Rally Sport. Green Randall said Jeff Cobb is Filipino. I thought he was. I did. Now I think about it. I think you're right. I do remember that that they were saying he was a Filipino, but I guess they passing him off as Samoan. I don't know. Will Riley Sports says Jeff Cobb is from Hawaii. Just to let you know, a lot of people think he's Samoan. Nope. Will Riley Sports says you're right. Green Randall, Filipino too. Yeah, I thought so.
Okay.
I remember that now. But yeah. So appreciate you guys clearing that up. All right, let's see. Will Riley Sports says sorry, but that doesn't mean that he doesn't have any Samoan in it.
Or some Polynesian or anything.
Or some Polynesian doesn't mean that he doesn't have.
Everything that I've seen is he's claiming to be Hawaiian.
Okay. So yeah. So
that doesn't mean like he doesn't have Filipino ancestry.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, he could have some of that blood mixed in there somewhere. Hey, you know how when all of us mixed up after a while, somewhere. All right, let's see. Where in the world we got here?
Will
Rally Sport. Okay. Says Marie, okay. Sorry to rude, no offense. What's your name? The nice lady there. And Marie, okay. AJ Skills Retro Gamer says, hey, Harry and Chris, it's your boys, the New Day Tag Team Champions.
Yeah, all right,
Raymond Underwood says, Sammy is singing a song, Leon, lean on me in the locker room. He just wants a storyline, laughing my tail off. All right, Green Randall said the New Day are killing it on commentary. I wonder what a booth of just the three of them would look like. Will Riley Sports says, hi, everyone in chat. Ray, AJ, Mag. All right. Lucas says, do you love ignoring me? No. Yes, Link. Lucas, man, come on there. Calm down, Lucas. We probably let you on in just a little bit, okay? Green Randall says, the worst pay-per-view I ever seen since the 2023 was Bad Blood. Still not over that Finn versus DP match. Okay, I'm about to say Dallas Page, bro. Goodness sake. Raymond Underwood says, hello, Will Rally Sport. All right, Rally Sport says Backlash was okay. I liked it. Every match was good, in my opinion. It wasn't the worst ever. Oh, my God, I've seen a lot worse. This main event is what you call overbooked. Chaos, creativity, laugh out loud. Oh, my God, ref bumps. Surprises, crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Okay. What in the world? Will Rally Sports said, did you watch it, Harry, Chris, Backlash? No, we didn't.
No.
I just watched a couple. I watched the first match, and that was basically it. I didn't even get through the whole thing. All right, AJ Skills says the whole first match I'm talking about. AJ Skills Retro Gamer says Harry and Chris, Money in the Bank pay-per-view is June the 7th. Yes, sir, AJ. All right, Lucas says, okay. All right, Lucas, we definitely going to try to get you in here way before 10 o'clock. So, because I know that's your bedtime, so we'll try to get you in. Let you come in and say a few words in here.
So, I've heard some rumors that Atlanta might actually be getting Evolution too.
Oh,
I heard that too.
And if it does, I'm going to try my hardest to go.
There you go. That'll be a good pay-per-view. That would be a good pay-per-view.
Man, they got to get these Creed brothers pumped back up. They got to get these guys in a position of what they was doing when they first started with them on the main roster. Looked like they was trying to make another like, Steiner brothers type thing, but it stuff fell off. So, I mean, I don't know. I would, in my opinion, my thing with this New Day and the New Day turning heel and everything, it gives WWE a chance to make a serious tag team roster, something that's great.
Mhm.
And I mean, you got solid tag teams. You got, like you say, you got the Creed brothers here. You have Ivar and Eric. So, the Minnesota Viking Raiders or Los Angeles Raiders or whatever, or Las Vegas Raiders. I mean, you have these guys, man. They come in. They expect this thing to be serious because they take time off from their football games and football practices to come in.
And spring training done started up and everything, man.
Yeah,
So
exactly. So yeah, these guys want this thing to be serious, man. So I mean, come on now, WWE. Oh, goodness sake, Eric, man, he just rocked the living daylights out of Brutus on the outside. I think I'm a little bit ahead of you, Chris.
what Kofi up there doing, boy?
Messiness.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Wow.
Nefarious tactic. How
That
dare they?
boy up there. Oh,
This is all over. This is all over, man. It's about to be all over.
Well, the Creed,
Man,
the Creed brothers need to be the new #1 contenders, man. Creed brothers need to be the new #1 contenders, man. That's all there is to it. It's over.
Man, look at these two clowns running around with those belts out there.
Man, how you gonna just call them clowns like that?
Man, that was clowns, man. That was
just
a couple clowns, man. And like I say, I don't have no respect for them until they bring the pancakes back.
man.
And this time they need to throw syrup out too with it.
Man, them pancakes were fluffy enough you didn't even need syrup, man. It was like eating a cake, man. Nice
I know you didn't eat one of them things, man. I know you never ate one of them things.
But I could just feel the texture of it, man, because it landed right beside my foot, man.
I wouldn't have ate one pancake. I wouldn't have eaten no bootios. I know you was eating bootios.
no way.
Oh, them bootios.
Yeah. Chris got boxes. Chris had boxes of them things.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, Chris, man. Yeah, Chris a bootio lover. Bootios.
What's wrong with this Joker, man?
Dude, you need to go to like anxiety therapy or anger
Something
management.
Joker shaking like he got nerve problems, boy.
That Joker had more like his uncle than his dad, man.
Yeah, you do.
I mean, Rick was just laid back. But Braun Breaker just like.
Why does Paul Heyman look like a creepy uncle in the back?
Wow.
Oh yeah, he does. Look at this dude, man.
That is crazy.
Go beat somebody up.
Self,
what did he say? What did he say to her?
Do you really think it's gonna be?
It ain't go eat ice cream for that's for sure.
Hey, no, boy.
Go beat up somebody.
It's not gonna be safe for Self down the road. This guy's gonna beat the crap out of Self freaking Rollins one day.
There you go, Lord.
I mean, I can see him attack himself one day, Chris.
Get it ready now.
Man, it's gonna take him about 45 minutes to get to the ring, boy.
Man, can't you see him doing that? Braun Breaker's gonna turn on Self somewhere down the road.
I could see that something go sideways and it end up being Braun Breaker's fault and Self start smacking him around or something and forget who he is. And I could see that. Man.
Man, I don't know, man. I think Paul Heyman's gonna stick with Braun over Self. Somewhere down the road. Self the future. I mean, not Self, but Braun's the future, and that's the way he's gonna look at it. So, and plus with Braun's cousin coming in, he can end up getting his cousin too. Man, I don't know. But Self, I mean, Seth got to build himself back up, to tell you the truth, man. I don't know if fans really taking the Seth like they did before. You know, when he had his little fan favorite run there and had everybody singing the song. So I tell you what, WWE is really good at having people trying to rebuild their career or build themselves back up, and that's one thing. Poor LA Knight, he has to continue to rebuild his momentum all the time, man. Poor LA Knight, and it really pisses me off what they're doing to him. And I never liked the dude, and everybody knows
right now, Jacob Fatu is Jacob Fatu, man. You know what I mean? Jacob Fatu, boy. That's Harry. I told you, man. That Joker got something, but Jacob Fatu is gonna be the truth, man.
Man, I hope not. My thing is with this Jacob Fatu, this thing need to end.
Yeah, Lee, man, give it a chance, Harry.
Man, I can't deal with it, man. I cannot deal with it. This dude, he beat up LA Knight, and who else did he beat up? He beat up 2 people Friday night. Come in the ring, beat up LA Knight and beat up Damian Priest. He beat them both up on SmackDown.
Yeah.
And, come in at the same time, beat up both of them. I'm just like, no. You have this guy beat up a top tier guy, and Damian Priest. And Jacob Fatu, I don't think Jacob Fatu is a top tier wrestler, but he's not Jacob Fatu. LA Knight, I don't think he's a top tier wrestler, but he's a top tier personality in wrestling. He's one of these guys that you actually need to further the game to get more, to hit the general pop. But you had both of them guys. He's good enough to take care of himself, but you had both of those guys get beat up by Jacob Fatu. He just beat them up like they was nothing. Like, he's
a monster.
He ain't
no monster. He ain't no Terminator. He ain't no Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Harry, people used to say that about you when you walked into the room. But like, we don't want this Harry Taylor around here, but he got to go on. This Joker, this Harry Taylor, but he got to go on. We don't want him here.
You don't have to be 6'9" in order to be a monster.
No, you don't have to be 6'9" to be a monster. But I'm just saying that they're acting like this guy's a doggone Terminator or something like that, and he can tear down anybody. These people just don't have a shot.
Yes, and he has that thing about him too. Like he's
real, man.
He's got real. That look about him too. Like you look at him and he looks back at you. I wouldn't want to mess with that dude. There ain't no way.
Yeah, Harry, come on, Harry. He from the streets, man. You know we love the streets, but the streets love
Jacob
Jacob,
Fatu is very special.
A guy like him needs to be taken down. That's what he's on the streets, all right. But a guy like him needs to be taken down. I'm like, this dude is going. This dude is crazy. Somebody needs to stop him, boy. That's all it is too.
Who you gonna stop him?
I'm not a wrestler, bro.
That's my favorite kind of character in wrestling is the guys that just come out there, beat people up, laugh about it, and go home. I love it. It's my favorite.
That's another Bronson Reed, man. That's all he is. That's the only way. That's the way I
he's way better than Bronson Reed, boy.
He is way better than Bronson Reed.
Yeah, he better than Bronson Reed, but still.
That's why, I've always been a big fan of Brock Lesnar. That's why I've always been a big fan of Gunther. It's that kind of.
Don't ever mention Jacob Fatu in the same breath as Brock Lesnar or Gunther.
Yes, Jacob Fatu is really good. Very good.
He's not a Brock Lesnar type dude, though.
Man, over 16 million people watched that thing in 12 hours.
Watch what?
Jake Paul knock out Jey Uso after the show last week.
Well, no, 16 million people might got 16 million views because people kept clicking on it.
Well, yeah, 16 million views, but still, that's a lot of people, boy.
Yeah, that's a lot of views. Ain't no, no
Y'all better get your yeet ready.
But I'm tired of this Jacob Fatu. I'm tired of Jey Uso. I'm just tired of all of them.
Harry, do you even like wrestling?
To a certain point.
See, Harry, this is what he's gonna do in Greenville. Harry, this is what he's gonna do in Greenville, but it's gonna take him about 40 minutes.
Here we go.
It's gonna take him about 40 minutes, boy. Boy, it's gonna be crazy, man. It's gonna be crazy. Look at them jokers getting tired already, boy. Look at it, they getting tired. Them jokers getting tired already, man.
Now I love Jay and Jimmy as a tag team, but I can't roll with this, man. That ain't Jey Uso, man. Hey, he's having fun though, Chris. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
Aw, that is so cute.
Oh my goodness gracious, boy.
And I gotta admit, he's gotta have the title, man. He's gotta have one of the top titles.
Yeah, because
That
he's
is
one of the
so
he's
adorable.
one of the top guys, man. So
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's I was saying that when this stuff first started, he did this at SmackDown in Greenville. I'm like, you got to give this guy one of the top titles. You just do. LA Knight, man. You got to capitalize on things that are major.
But do you think it was going to be this top title though, Harry? The World Heavyweight Championship?
No, I was hoping that never happened, but it happened. And am I happy about it? No, I think you need to relinquish the title, Marie.
Yeah, he's going to come out here and go, oh, Harry on the Straight Up Wrestling Show said I needed to give this up. And
that'll be the greatest thing.
Here
in
you
the
go,
world.
everybody. I'm going to go home now. Really?
I need for him Friday night to come on and say, Harry, Chris, and Majestic Marie. I just turned on the computer and I just wanted to listen to a podcast and they was talking about me. And Harry said that he need to relinquish the title. That hey, it's not right. I need to be back with my brother and all that. And
he needs to do it next week when we're there in person.
Yeah,
he can point
exactly.
You out.
Be like, Harry, I'm doing this because of you, man. You are right about this. Hey,
I'm giving up the title tonight, live in Greenville.
Like, you acknowledge that you do like me, and I appreciate that. But I gotta
get this belt up.
I don't have the capabilities to be the world champion. I don't have the technical skill, but I'm a great tag team wrestler, and I appreciate you loving me and my brother like that. So I'm gonna give this title up so me and my brother can reunite, and you can be happy, and you can all go help rebuild the career of me and my brother. You can push us as hard as you can. I appreciate
rebuild the career of rebuild his career.
Not
He's
rebuild
got
it.
champion.
I'm talking about rebuild. I'm talking about rebuild him and his brother's career. That's what I'm saying. As a tag team, not him, not build him up because of course they are already established. But I'm talking about them rebuilding their rapport with everybody.
If he said something like that next week, boy, we'll be so viral. Everybody like, what is this Straight Up Wrestling Show? Who is these people?
Well, people be doggone, but
you would get booed out of the building.
I know people be sending me death threats, but they'll be mad as all the world. What are you talking about? Jey Uso is the greatest thing in the world.
But you'll be getting death threats from the IWC, boy, every day, boy.
I'll be like, walk up on me. That's all it is to it. If you ain't got no weapon, just walk up on me. Let's see what you can do.
But they're gonna do it in Greenville. Here they're gonna run it back.
But Greenville's gonna go crazy. You know that. This thing ain't gonna stop in Greenville.
They're gonna go through about 4 commercial breaks when they doing this, but
probably.
He's only doing a little yeet now because he's afraid he'll get too tired.
Yeah, man, I told you you'll dislocate your shoulders doing that stuff, boy.
That one at SmackDown last year, outside of that one in Paris, not outside of that one in France, I have to say that was the hardest one.
When they
did it in SmackDown, that was the second hardest one outside of the one in Paris. The one in Paris.
But we weren't expecting him.
Exactly. That's right. That's right.
But when he showed up, Paris was nuts.
Yeah, Paris went off, and then he came and Greenville represented. So Greenville was hard.
And there's only 11,000 up there in Louisville, Kentucky. And it's gonna be about what, 17, 18 in Greenville at least.
Greenville probably, if it sells out, it'll be 15,000, 16,000. But it ain't gonna. That thing ain't gonna. I don't think 15,000, 16,000 people be there next week. I don't think.
Well, last Monday was pretty packed, man. Last time they came, last Monday, it was.
I think it's 12,000, 13,000 that Monday night. If it sells out, I'll be shocked.
Yeah, when you got nosebleed seats going for $75 a pop. Jeez, that's crazy.
I don't know. It could sell out though, because Greenville sells a lot of tickets. That Bond Secure Wellness Arena sells a lot of tickets.
Mm-hmm. I wonder who their highest grossing arena is for WWE.
Madison Square Garden has to be. but they're not there a lot.
Gunther.
But somebody listen to Harry, boy, get hurt. Get Gunther out there, man. Shut Harry up. Get Gunther out there.
This is where he needs to relinquish the title. Or he be like, look, let's talk next week. Next week, I want to see you next week, Monday night. We're gonna talk in Greenville. I just got some business that has to be taken care of, and he relinquishes the title. I just think it needs to happen, Chris. Marie, I think it needs to happen.
Man. But they were like, get Gunther out there so we can shut that HBT up, boy. You talking too much, bud. Talking about Gunther entitled, but get him out there. But you know what? Now that I think about it, I don't think Gunther never got his rematch, did he?
No.
He went right into the Pat McAfee thing.
He sure did. So he's got that rematch clause in his pocket.
Oh, please. See, that's one thing I never wanted. You tapped out. This thing gonna follow him for the rest of his career, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
What you gonna say, Gunther?
Where in the world did Christopher go to?
Jey Uso gonna make me boo him.
Oh my gosh. See, that's one thing I just really don't want.
Boo.
I didn't want that.
Let's take out stuff, but it's too much.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. See, these people really believe in that stuff, man. And remember when Tully Blanchard gave up to Magnum TA?
Yeah.
It took, man, like a couple years before people stopped doing that. We gave up that he had, tapped out, gave up like that. That thing went on for a long time.
Oh, well, Gunther said it ain't natural for him. Doggone Harry, boy, they listening to you, Harry. Somebody listening in for my podcast feeding Gunther some words. Boy.
Hey, who was the guy? Which one of them that wasn't it? Michael Cole said Michael Cole, or one of the ones that know us.
It's no Corey Graves.
Yeah, Corey Graves. Yeah, Corey Graves. See what I'm talking about, Marie? Relinquish it. He ain't talking about winning it. He's talking about whoever between those two hand over the title. Relinquish it, Marie. That's what I'm talking about. Give it up. That's the right thing to do.
I say it's good for business, boy.
Exactly.
Man. Well, somebody from WWE listening, eavesdropping, boy.
Oh, he took the glasses off.
Goodness sake. Man, I hate to say it, man, about Gunther, man.
Slap him or something, Gunther.
But hey, he ain't like what you told Gunther to tell him, but he ain't like that too well, man.
But I'm scared of Gunther, boy. I hate to say it. Every time I see Gunther, I'm thinking Gunther gonna put somebody in the gas chamber, boy. I hate to say it. I hate to say it, man. It's wrong for me to think like that, man. But I can't just joking.
Harry said it's about to be a Holocaust, boy. Goodness sake, boy.
I hate to say it. I'm thinking about it. This joker standing on the sideline.
That ain't right. That is not right.
It ain't right.
Golly, Harry.
Y'all gonna get we're gonna get canceled and thrown off of YouTube.
I know why I shouldn't be saying that, but that joke is not right. I think about that every time I see him, Chris, man. It needs to stop. I don't know why. And I know he ain't like that, man, but it just
no.
Oh my goodness. Hey, EO Sky.
But I knew that wasn't gonna last, boy. That Julia, boy. I knew that wasn't gonna last week, boy.
That was a good promo, man. Definitely double thumbs up on that. Promo that little face off there.
It was.
Let's go and get some comments. What's the last thing we had?
All right, we're on Magnum right there. It's up on the screen.
Okay, after we do with these comments, but before we go with these comments, I would like for you to hit. We will all like for you to hit that like, share, subscribe. If you subscribe, hit that notification bell, ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding. Yes.
If you over on Twitch, if you're here on YouTube, definitely hit that for Peaches and Power Bombs, and of course, Straight Up Wrestling Show. And if you're on Facebook, hit that like, share, join for the Straight Up Wrestling Show and Peaches and Power Bombs. And if you see us on X, formerly known as Twitter, hit that like, share, tweet, and retweet, and tell them what else, Mr. Burton.
Follow Straight Up Wrestling Show and Majestic Marie on Twitter, aka X.
All right, Chris.
And I almost said 4 letters, 1 word, but I wasn't about to do it. It almost came out, boy. I was like, hey, I can't do it. Yeah, there you go, right there, man. Sabu, man.
Okay.
Sabu, man.
Okay, Mac. Oh yeah. Rest in peace to Sabu, most definitely. Wow. Man, he looked pretty good not too long ago too.
Yeah, 60 years old, man.
Yeah, that's not old, man.
Yeah, not anymore.
Not today. It used to be.
Yeah, back in our day when we was coming over here, boy, you 60.
Yeah, 60 years old, man. Yeah, you was close. You didn't have many years left. Not many at all. I mean,
he's younger than my parents.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Just by a little bit, just by a few years, but still.
Yeah, he's only a couple years.
He's the same age as my mom.
Goodness sake.
But it's crazy. But I mean, he put his body through some stuff though. Now
he did. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Rest in peace, Sabu. All right, man. But let's see. Mag says greetings, Will Raleigh. Okay, Chris, go ahead because I can't find where I'm at.
Said,
go ahead.
Didn't watch it either. I slept through it. Severe. Had bad migraine, headache, nausea, and vomiting. B90. Oh Lord.
Oh wow.
Those migraines are awful.
Yeah. I've never had a migraine, and I don't want one.
No, you don't want one. They're awful.
Yeah, I'm like AJ Styles. I don't want none.
No.
Will Raleigh said, "Hi, Meg. I recommend watching Backlash Harry and Chris." Okay,
Raleigh Sport.
Alma said, "Going to the doctor on Wednesday, not going to the dental appointment on Thursday." Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Meg said, "Since WWE let a lot of wrestlers go, they need to pump everybody else up, all of them."
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Well, I mean that's the hope and dream, Meg. But you only got so much time and so many TV slots, so somebody gonna come up short. Unfortunately, that's the bad side of it. Everybody can't get on TV. Will Raleigh says July 13th, the day after AEW All In, reportedly WWE being petty, putting a special event on at exactly the same time as AEW's biggest show of the year, All In, Saturday main event on the same time on July 12th.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, they really trying to split the audience, man. That's gonna
not the first time they ever done that, Chris.
No, it's not.
You go all the way back to WCW, and I'm talking about WCW before Eric Bischoff when Crockett was running it. You know, they did that years ago. Crockett did it too. And then Crockett did it to them by putting the Clash of Champions on when they had a WrestleMania.
Yep. Will Raleigh said, if you don't know or see the news, all right. Max said the Creed Brothers tag match gets 2 stars.
We can
go with that. Max said that Harry a bootio lover. Yeah, man. Hey, I love me some bootios, man.
Yeah, Chris a bootio. Yeah, Chris love them bootios, man. He got a box in storage.
It's actually been signed by Big E and Kofi. I couldn't get Xavier Woods. He was there that day, but Xavier Woods would not sign it, and that really just pissed me off, man.
I have some pop. I have a New Day pop with all 3 of them on there, and I have it. It's signed by Xavier, but I haven't met the other 2 yet to have them sign it.
See, I'm just the exact opposite. I've got Kofi and Big E. I don't have Xavier, and I've got that same exact one as all 3 of them in their unicorn outfit. Alma said Brian needs some bootylicious loving. Wink. Oh
my gosh, Alma, come on now.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
Alma say Brian need a stress reliever, but AJ said,
oh my God.
AJ said, hey, Harry and Chris, Indy Hartwell just had won a new championship belt.
Yes.
Another wrestling company. She just posted on Instagram. Yes, she did.
All right, AJ, cool. Thank you.
Yeah, I think she's the HOG, the Hog.
Yeah, House of Glory. Yep. Somebody just got attacked, boy.
Man, what in the world? Braun's unhinged, man.
And you worried about Jacob too. That's who you need to worry about.
I like Braun. I love when Braun does
it. What's the difference?
Braun's better.
Man, come on. Oh, my
goodness. He's better. All right, let's see. Jacob Fatu just look like some crazy doggone wild man to just.
Exactly. That's the whole thing. He's supposed to look like a wild man.
Man, that Joker look like, oh my God.
He's supposed to be unpredictable, unhinged wild man. That's exactly what they're going for.
But Harry, that's what people said about you, man. Every time you got in the boxing ring, they be like, boy, this Joker don't need his license taken away. Boy, he crazy, boy.
Stupid, man.
Well,
hey, I was going to knock somebody's head off, believe me. Every time I stepped in there, I had bad intentions on from my look to stare and everything, all the way to the end. Bad intentions.
See, and they probably said that about you, man. They tried to probably get you suspended, get you barred, and everything, man.
Man, you crazy, man.
Finn Balor, man.
I'm tired of Carlito, man.
Yeah, he ain't really doing nothing, man.
That's what I'm
Gary
saying.
Does not like fun. If anybody is having fun on a wrestling show, no.
All right, what's next, Chris?
Will Riley said, sorry to hear that, Alma. Hope you're feeling better. It was really good PLE backlash, I thought. And Maria, Marie thought, watch it back if you have time to free up YouTube. Okay. Will Riley said, I don't agree, Harry, about Jacob Fatu. He was a beast on the Indies before WWE, MLW. He's so good for his size. Doing moonsaults at his size. That's impressive.
No, he's not as good as old man Curtis Coleman. He's good at it, but he ain't good as Curtis on it. You got to admit that, Chris. But he's good at it. Jacob's great for size, but hey, Curtis Coleman is the best I ever seen do him at as far as a big boy when Curtis was big. Now basically all muscle. But Curtis Coleman at 300-something pounds, man, doing a moonsault was very impressive. And he hit
my best friend and her daughter came over Saturday night to watch the pay-per-view with me. Mm-hmm. And I call her daughter my niece, obviously.
Okay.
Right.
And we were watching it because my niece is a big fan. And my best friend comes in there and she points at Carlito and goes, "Who's that?" And she doesn't have very good hearing, so I said his name is Carlito, and she kept calling him Carlot.
Hey,
That's why you. That's why you kept
Carlot.
getting.
Yeah,
That's why
Carlot.
you posted that. I was like Carlot. I'm like, what?
Yes.
Yeah, I seen your post on that. Yeah, that was pretty. That was
Like
pretty
Carlot.
hilarious.
She calls Alexa Bliss Blizzard, and she calls the Bella twins Buffalo Twins. And
Oh
That's
my
so cute,
gosh!
man. I love
Oh
that
my
Blizzard.
God, Buffalo Twins. But
Heck
that's
yeah.
Buffalo Twins. But
Oh man. All right,
Yeah,
this is my boy right here. This is my boy. This is somebody they continue to do wrong. He's 48 years old. He says he ain't gonna wrestle past 50. So
man, AJ is a Grand Slam champion. That man done won every title you can think of. He's a Grand
he
Slam
needs
champion.
more. He needs more. I'm tired of what they're doing to him. I'm tired of it.
Oh gosh, boy.
Man, I ever see doggone.
he's in that Georgia Bulldogs colors too.
Yeah,
All right, Chris, go. Go.
Almost said yeet twerk, y'all. B90. Lord have mercy. Oh my boy. Whew. Green Runner says Harry just isn't feeling well, feeling very oozy right now.
No, he's not.
Exactly.
He ain't ate his bootios today. That's why. Max said, "Oh goodness, here comes the Yeet Parade."
Mhm.
Lucas said, "I'm waiting patiently."
All right, Lucas. Right after we finish, we get all these comments, man.
All right. Will Riley said, "That's why he pushed Booker as a monster beast. I've never heard anyone say I'm sick and don't like Jacob Fatu. No offense, Harry. Different fans like different wrestlers."
Harry, you're alone on that one. Even Jim Cornette likes Jacob Fatu. So
Wow.
You're all by yourself.
I don't know why, man. I'd like to say this dude is crazy. He's unhinged. They need to bring back Friday. I'm talking about Kamala's manager. So they need somebody to handle this dude because that dude needs to handle it. Something wrong with him. I don't understand. And the way that
Kamala could not move like Jacob Fatu can.
No, of course he couldn't. But yeah, Jacob Fatu's crazy. That's the reason why he really need a handle. He need probably about 2 or 3. He needs somebody to doggone control him. Solo Couture, he definitely can't. I mean, he told Solo where he can go. He said, "I'm gonna do what I want to do." You know?
Man, this is a good match right here. Now, this is your kind of match right here.
Yeah, Jacob Fatu, I'll be happy.
They should have waited a week.
They need to put that dude in prison.
He already was in prison.
I know. He needs to go back.
For what?
So he won't be in a wrestling ring getting on my nerve, man. No, I'm just joking.
That's horrible, man.
I'm just joking, man.
Well, Harry gonna solicit his local councilman and everything. Boy. Write a petition, boy. God.
That joker worse than the missing link, boy. I thought the missing link was bad, but because y'all didn't see him. I know Majestic Marie did, but the missing link, that joke was crazy. But this doggone Jacob Fatu, this joker ain't just missing the link, man. This joker missing the whole chain, man. I'm telling you, something wrong with this cat, man.
God,
all right,
man.
Go ahead and get back to those comments.
Lucas said, "Oh, my girl, a girl again."
Yeah.
She been on here the whole time, man. Where you been, Lucas?
Right.
Green Rounder says, "If Jay does relinquish it next week because of you, Harry, Harry's getting jumped, boy."
Hey, I'm getting out of there. I'm be like, I don't have nothing to do with this guy.
Well, hey,
Chris will go be on the side, like watching, shaking her head, like.
Hey, it's gonna be like that time when you were cheering Ric Flair and everybody like, "You like Ric Flair? You like Ric Flair?"
People went flipping crazy, boy. Back when I was 8 years old, boy. I was in the 70s, boy. 1975, boy. People were gonna jump, boy. They ready to jump me because I was cheering.
How old you with that, man?
I was 8, man. I was 8 at the Greenville Memorial Auditorium. And people hated Ric Flair. He won like that year. He won in Pro Wrestling Illustrated. He won the not Pro Wrestling, the Wrestler. Because it wasn't the Pro Wrestling Illustrated, Sports Illustrated. That's when people would send in. They would send in who they thought was the wrestler of the year, pro wrestler. You know, to get the awards. Now you can vote online and everything. But everybody would send in. He got Ric Flair got 89,000 most hated votes that year. But man, this joker picked up a 2x4 and popped the Wahoo back upside the head. And you remember back then, that's what everybody believed it, Chris.
Yeah.
Yes.
Blood just went everywhere. And I smiled, man. Ric Flair, you know, once he popped him upside the head and he went, woo! And that's outside when the doggone there was no mats on the floor or whatever. It's the concrete floor. Popped him upside the head. And then after he done popped him upside the head and he fell, Ric Flair picked him up and power drived him into the floor, man. And I smiled. I was happy he's on the way. And everybody looked. And I was like, yeah. And everybody turned around, man. My aunts, my grandma, my uncle, and the whole crowd. You like Ric Flair? Yeah, you do. I was like, no, I don't. I was scared as I don't know what, but I thought it was blood in those people's eyes, Chris.
They were about to kill you, man.
Yeah, I thought they was, man. I was an 8-year-old kid. I was like, oh my gosh, what have I done? Like these people are gonna kill me. They're gonna choke me out, man. I ain't no what's gonna happen, man. They were so angry, man. And if
Jacob give up that title next week, hey, you gonna relive it all again, boy.
Well, I was just like, that jump was crazy. These fans ain't as crazy as the fans were back then. Back then, I was in the arena when Ole Anderson got stabbed 33 times from one of the fans. I was in Greenville. I was in the arena. And you could look that up on Google. I was in that arena that night. I was in there every Monday night.
My family is originally from Indiana, so when my dad was younger, before he married my mom, he would go to the Louisville Gardens right across the river from where he lived, and he said it was crazy. It was savage.
Yeah,
the heels had to sneak. They had to sneak out because if they didn't.
Oh yeah. It was mad. It was madness.
He saw Jimmy Hart running towards that car one night. It was so bad because a dude was chasing him with a brick.
I think if they wouldn't have had, because they had to plant some, like they used to plant an old lady, and she would beat the living crap out of you as you come to the ring with with a purse or whatever. I think they had to do stuff like that to satisfy the crowd, because the crowd will want to get, they will want to get a hold of you, man. And just, it was outrageous. It's kind of like the movie Roadhouse. Every time, you walk out to the car, you had heels like Ric Flair and people like that. They couldn't come in their regular cars, because if they came in their cars, you had those guys who come in a van, like the heels, and they would have a van. The guy would take off, and then he would come back and he would pick them up secretly. They would have to go out a certain door, because these people were flattening their tires. They would do all kind of things, man. Bust up your windows or whatever if you was a heel.
I remember when the Horsemen used to drive in a particular colored limo.
Yeah,
I remember, but didn't nobody mess with that limo. Didn't nobody mess with that thing.
Hey, the Horsemen was crazy. They knew the Horsemen was crazy.
And I remember me and my aunt, we came out the back one time. Versus going out the front of the auditorium, we came out the back, which was strange. And I just remember seeing, when we walked out that door, I remember seeing the Horsemen's limo. And I was like, wow. Because I didn't know they were there. I did not know they were there, man. Because they weren't announced or nothing, nothing like that. And I saw their limo, man, and I was like, wow. And I was just amazed, man. But yeah, they were there, but they didn't do nothing, but they had to be there,
Oh yeah. All right, man. Let's roll with a few more of these comments. I see Sarah Hirsch is in the house. I see R709 is in the house. All right.
Lucas said, hurry up, I have to go to bed, 10 o'clock.
All right, Lucas, we're gonna get you in just a minute.
Logan Green Runner said Logan Paul can't even be on the main focus on his own feud. They have to add Seth and Gunther to it. Wow. Green Runner said rematch clauses haven't been a thing since 2019. Yeah, man, AJ is really running this match, man.
Man, I would love to see these two as a tag team.
Well, they was almost in a faction. Well, they were in a faction together for a little while. And then Finn left. Or was the AJ? Yeah, Finn left first, and then AJ came.
Okay.
Almost said Harry's trying to start World War II. World War III was going to start in trouble like your boy Xavier Woods. And there's the other half of Peaches and Power Bombs right there.
That's my girl.
What's going on? What's going on, Lord Presley? Sarah
Laura
Hurst.
Presley, yes, in the building. Other half of Peaches and Power Bombs. Oh, okay. R709 said, big up to the panel. It's been a minute since I've seen on YouTube, checking out from the UK. Say big up. What's going on? Oh, nice.
What's going on, R709? Good to see you, brother.
All right, Laura says, I really want to go to Atlanta for those. I'm start playing the lotto.
Okay.
All right, Laura's laughing at Alma Clark. All right. Black Rain said, don't forget about Vader and his moonsault was nice. Yeah.
Oh, yes. Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
It was.
Big time.
Yep. And Bam Bam Bigelow had an amazing cartwheel. That's how it all started, boy. That cartwheel started the moonsaults and everything else. Will Riley said, hi, R709. I'm in the UK too. England. Great Britain.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Laura Presley says, Harry, you lost your princess points.
Oh.
All right, Alma says that was a bomb. Jacob Fatu needs a Buddha-licious Betty trick baby.
Oh my God! Oh, wow. Well, somebody go and get with Alma.
Well, it sounds like Alma need a handler, boy. Somebody need to calm her down. Boy.
Yeah, she does need a handler for real.
All right, Majestic Marie. Majestic Marie. Laura Presley said,
Hi. What's up?
She said, speaking of Jacob, I volunteer to control him and take the place of the my Lord, away we go with it. Hey, you know, Roman ain't gonna like that. That's all I'm gonna say on that. Roman he ain't gonna take too kind of that. I'm just gonna leave that at that. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. R7 says, Will Riley, big up to you. R7 said, I finally got to my first WWE show, European tour before WrestleMania for Raw. It was an epic aura. Happy to finally witness it live. That's what's up.
That's great. That's outstanding. So happy for you, 709.
Hey, going to a WWE event live is a lot different than watching it on TV. I guarantee you that.
Oh, yes.
Yep.
Will Riley said, this Raw is okay so far. Do you agree, Harry, Chris, and Marie?
It's
good. It's not bad. Yeah.
It's good. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I have no issue with it whatsoever. It's been a decent Raw, man. I'm kind of upset. I'm kind of upset that Tampa's getting all four of them shows right there. You could have them at Greenville, but you know, I digress.
Oh, wow.
All right, Will Riley said Raw's okay for us. Okay. My Oos is in the building. Shot Van Dam said, I said main event Van Dam is in your podcast. 4-letter word. I ain't about to say that. I ain't about to say it. Y'all can read it. I ain't about to say it.
The shot is shot a Jey Uso fan.
Man, is he?
He is good.
Man, I wouldn't be surprised that I wouldn't be surprised that boy done bought some Jey Uso yeet draws off of WWEshop.com. I wouldn't be surprised. It wouldn't surprise me. Black Rain said, Waterhead DJ is back.
JD.
Oh, JD. Okay. Alma Clark says, weather's going to get way too hot by Wednesday, 105 to 115 deep South Texas. Good Lord.
Oh my gosh.
Well, we need some of that over here to drop all this water, man. All this doggone rain.
Yeah, we got rain.
Well, it's going to get up in close to the 90s by the end of the week. So.
Wow.
Yeah, well, it's supposed to rain here tomorrow, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's gonna be raining here for the next few days, couple days, Chris.
Oh man. Mac says greens R7. This is a good match, man.
It is. Oh my god. Oh gosh. Finn he got caught, man.
This has been a decent match, and AJ has pretty much run this whole match, which is actually
pretty much.
All right, R7 says, Mac Man, big up to you, big up to the panel and the chat.
Oh, yes. Thank you. Thanks, R709.
Oh, Lord. Lord says, that's the point. Oh, my God. Christine, Saucy Girl, what's up, Christine? Glad you made it in. Are you guys live right now? Yes, we are.
Yes, we are, Christine.
Hi, Christine.
Glad you made it in, Christine. Laura said yes, they are. And Christine Saucy says, I didn't get any type of notification or anything. I was wondering if you were going to be on.
Oh, wow.
Okay. You might need, I don't know if you're on your computer or anything, Christine, or on your phone.
But yeah, go ahead and make sure you hit that notification bell on both.
Yeah, or either
Facebook is really bad. If you're on Facebook, it's really bad about not sending you notifications.
Yeah, that's true.
YouTube is a little bit better about that.
Yeah. Goodness, nice clothes.
Yeah, she usually on YouTube with us.
Yeah, usually one of the first ones on. Yeah. Oh, nice sling blade. Christine said, okay, didn't need notifications. Okay. Shot Van Dam says, thanks, Oos. I might just be my next purchase. Oh my God.
There you go, Sean.
Oh my God.
Yeet it up. Yeet it up.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Well, hey, if you do that, Oos, man, you and the missus, y'all have fun with that. That's all. Y'all have fun with that one, cause that's gonna be that's gonna be funny. Will Welly said, no offense with this comment, but the only Van Dam I know is Rob. No offense, Shad. LOL. Only messing with you. Sorry, had to say it.
What about Claude Van Dam?
Jean-Claude, yeah, Jean-Claude. Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. He put the South Clash on him out of nowhere. That was
my goodness sake, man.
That was nice, man. He got that out. He got
all of it.
But the way he did it was extremely unique and quick. I've never seen him set it up that quick. Wow.
This is getting crazy.
And Balor was a little slow though, and the referee hesitated just a slight bit though.
Yeah. Christine said, I'm so bummed I had no idea that they were on. Well, Christine, you're on now. That's all that matters. You're on here with us, and we're having fun. We're watching Raw.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Chris Galagos, I think that is.
What's going on, Chris? Good to see you.
All right, he said CM Punk shaped up Monday Night Raw tonight, yeah.
Say he shaped it up. All right.
Shot Van Dam says, I need it not to rain next Monday. Yeah.
Hopefully not, Shot.
Yeah, that would suck, man, for our usual thing that we usually do. Goodness gracious, this is a good match, man.
They couldn't wait a week.
I know, man. This is a great. It makes you wonder what they're gonna bring for next week, man.
Penta.
Oh, Penta.
I wonder if El Grande Americano is gonna come out. We haven't seen him tonight.
Yeah, we haven't. Yeah, the world's greatest luchador. Oh, nice. That was nice. All right.
Oh.
I can go with 3.5 on that, man.
That's how Georgia boys do it.
I can go 3.5 on that for real. Well, Laura says, sounds like Chris got the case of the Mondays. R7 says, what do you think about this stuff happening with The Rock not showing up to WrestleMania and also being part of the selling of the Soul storyline? I think, it was just something to get the fans talking, and we kind of figured he wasn't going to show up because you didn't want to, and he said it the best, he didn't want to take away from John Cena and Cody what they were going to do. He didn't want to take away from that because he knew if he would have showed up, all the focus would have been on him.
Then he shouldn't have been involved to begin with.
Very valid point. I can see that. Very valid point. I can see that. I can see your point on that. I really can. How do you feel? Well, how do you feel about that, Harry?
I don't know, man. I mean, there's a lot of rumors out here that there's beef between him and Triple H. So I don't know. I mean, I do agree that he shouldn't be involved. He shouldn't have been involved with that. To take, don't want to take away any of the props that John Cena's getting. So Yeah, I'm kind of with what you and Marie. I'm kind of in I'm kind of with you guys, where y'all stand with it. But like I said, there are rumors out there, and I don't know I don't know if that's actually, I'm not sure. I'm not for certain if that's actually what's actually going down. But it'd be interesting either way it go. So I
Okay.
really don't have much more to say about it, man. I'm just, I'm just kind of like where in the world is that actually going?
Yeah, I don't think it's going to go anywhere.
I don't think it's going anywhere either.
Right.
It's just what it was for that moment in time, and that's
Exactly.
it. That's it. Almost says 2.6 stars so far.
Okay, yeah.
That
The
was a
match
Christine,
4-star match.
between 3 and 3.5 stars. I
Yeah.
can go with 3.5 stars on it.
yeah. All right. Christine said, "Hey, hey, you G lady." Okay. Almost said, "Hey, Sarah." Will Welly said it's hot in the UK at the moment. 25 Celsius. Not sure what it is in the US in Fahrenheit. Yeah, I'm about to say
It
anybody.
depends on where you at in the U.S. Let's see.
Yeah, 25 Celsius. I don't know what that
But you
would
have to
be in.
convert that. You have to convert that to Fahrenheit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a
I,
thing that converts all that, but
Oh, it's
I,
77 degrees.
yeah,
Let me say,
that's
okay.
good job, Marie.
That's a
I
good
was about to
good
say
tip.
I was about to say 70. I was about with 73. He went from 73 to 78. I
Yeah,
know
I'm
it
about
was
to say I ain't converted no weather from Celsius to Fahrenheit in so long, but man, golly. Max
I
said
don't want
greetings.
to. I don't want to downplay what they experience over there because it's a totally different climate. But 77
it
degrees
is.
is a cool breezy day.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Exactly. Exactly.
Southern especially.
Yeah.
That's a day to go out for a picnic.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Chris G says, yesterday I some podcast yesterday. AEW humiliated Lucha Libre CML over in his Grand Slam ticket prices in
Yeah.
MX.
Mexico.
Mexico,
Okay.
okay.
I
All
don't
right.
know.
And Laura says hello. Christine Sauce says I didn't get YouTube or Facebook. Oh wow. You might need to update your YouTube and Facebook app, Christine. That might help out a little bit if you got to update it. Christine said, "I'm good to see everyone. I'm glad I found y'all. We're glad you found us too."
Big time.
I'm doing
Christine
good.
said, "How you doing, sweetie?" All right, there we go. R7 said, "I'm hoping for Will Ospreay and Omega trilogy at the Forbidden Door in the summer. I also want to see AJ Styles versus Cena this year too."
Chris, put the link on so Lucas can come on for a little bit. He only got like 6 minutes, 5 minutes now. Sorry,
Okay,
Lucas.
okay. I'll get that on here real quick for you, man. Get that on here for you. Do 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 do. Boop, boop. Boom. There it is, coming up right there. There it is. Let me get into it.
All right, Lucas, if you're still there, come on. Sorry about that, buddy.
All right, Chris G says Tony Khan probably hates poor people that can't afford to go to Grand Slam in Mexico. Good
Oh,
grief.
wow.
Good,
I don't
wow.
know
I
about
tell you,
that.
I'm not going to say he hates poor people, but Tony doesn't have a realization, I don't think, of what people are making or what they actually have. He just know people show up for his show. And, hey, he has to turn he's running that thing. He's not running it on a profit. So he has to make some kind of money off of it, to try to offset what he is losing. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, Tony, maybe Tony can do some kind of certain places. Maybe run an event that they don't charge. I don't know, but Chris G, I can understand. I can understand. What's going on, Lucas?
What's going on, man?
I can only stay on here for a while because I don't have much time because I gotta go to bed.
Okay, Lucas, that's fine. Just
What you think about Raw so far, man?
What you eat today, Lucas? What was your dinner?
Goldfish.
Goldfish. That wasn't your dinner, was it?
It was because we were trying to get fast food, but it was too late.
Oh, okay. Okay. Wow.
Mm.
Well, make sure you eat a good hearty breakfast to make up for it in the
Exactly.
morning.
Exactly. Thanks, Marie.
Yeah, victory is ours.
All right. What are you doing right
How's
now?
your day, guys?
Say what, Lucas? What?
So Chris, did you saw that post where I saw a Coke bottle say "Share a Coke with Christopher"? Did you see my post?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I did. I sure did. Thank you for that.
It said it had my name and your name, cause notice Christopher is my nickname.
That's your nickname?
I have to step away for just a
Yeah.
few minutes. It is nice to meet you, Lucas.
Okay.
Thanks.
I'll be right back.
Okay, hurry back.
All right.
All right. Laura says I'm here. How are you?
Mhm.
Will Riley said I got a notification
All
on
right,
YouTube, my
here.
phone, just to let you know.
Okay, good. All right, Chris says CM Punk for president in 2028. Okay, Chris. That'll be pretty wild to see somebody like CM Punk running for president.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be pretty wild.
Man.
And Chris says straight edge society will make America great in 2028.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Mag says a great match for AJ, 3 stars.
Yeah. Anyway, from 3 to 3.5 stars. It was a great match.
Shy Van Dam says I have the Fiend's leather jacket I plan to wear inside the arena. Definitely not outside. Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right, Lucas. But, man, hey, Lucas, you have a great night. And sorry we didn't get you on earlier. But on our next podcast, we definitely will, okay?
All right, guys. I gotta go for now. WWE Hardys, Carl's Jr. and NXT.
All right, man. You
All
take
right,
care,
Lucas.
Lucas.
All right.
Have a great night, buddy,
guys.
okay?
I'll see you guys later, and peace out, and
Peace.
God bless you.
God
All
bless
right,
you.
man.
Stay
Take
straight
care.
up, Lucas. All right, Green says Penta needs to mind his own business. Hey, that's Sami Zayn for the most part.
It might have been Sami Zayn, boy. It might have been Sami Zayn, boy.
Penta, let me borrow that mask.
Won't nobody know it's me.
Man, Becky is tripping. You know what? She's talking crazy, Chris.
Wow. She is wild. She is tripping for real.
Yes, she is, man. She is gone. She's out there.
Oh, wow.
Goodness sake. I don't know. God.
Wow.
Bring
Okay.
Marie back home, man.
Okay. All right. There we go. Welcome back.
Thank you. Sorry.
That's
You're
okay.
fine.
What you think about that craziness just went on, Chris?
Exactly what it was. Craziness. Well,
Yeah.
What I missed because nature called.
Oh my gosh, man.
Becky Lynch was just
an unhinged rant. She was just talking crazy.
It was like she was talking to IWC, man, talking about y'all telling lies on me. Y'all say I'm selfish. Y'all say I'm crazy. And she's like, yeah, I am. And I was like, good Lord, okay.
Who said that she was crazy?
I guess she was just talking about people in general or the IWC or something.
Yeah, she said, yeah, she is for herself, and she is, you know,
selfish. Just don't
yeah,
care.
because it's all about me and all that. You know, hey, I did do that. No, she just talking nut. She just got nutty with that. I don't know that thing right there.
I don't know. Maybe I don't go into the rabbit holes where all the Becky Lynch hate is. I don't know.
I
I didn't think anybody hated her.
Yeah,
exactly. I've got a picture with Becky Lynch, man. She was a nice person at the time, man.
But yeah, she was going off for it. She was going off just now. I don't know. She had a lot to say, Chris. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a thumbs up, man.
I definitely give it a thumbs up, man, for real. Alma says 3.6 stars. Wow.
Okay, yeah, for the AJ match. Okay, Alma, yeah, 3.5 stars.
Christine said,
"No, Christine."
What would you give it, Marie?
Well, I didn't get to see it. I had to run to the ladies.
No, not Becky. The AJ Styles match.
The AJ Styles match. 3.5, 4 stars.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it was really good.
All right. Christine said, doing pretty good, dealing with a bum leg. Looks like I'm going to have surgery. Oh, no.
Oh, wow, Christine. Sorry to hear that.
All right, and Laura says, that's right, Marie. And Chris says, AEW is taking advantage of the Lucha Libre CML. It's like with New Japan Wrestling not giving anything back.
Yeah, they always pretty much dominate MLL. But AEW have, ever since they've been working with them, they usually dominate that scene. So, I mean, I can understand the frustration. I mean, it's something that can frustrate you. I'm not saying that it does frustrate you, but it can frustrate you. But I don't know. Sometimes you just got to look at it and say, it is what it is, man. It just, Tony Khan he's pretty much protecting his investment and what he has in AEW.
Facts. All right, Shot Van Dam said goals for this coming meet is meet CM Punk, Penta, and Pat McAfee.
Okay.
All right.
Well, it looks like we're getting Sheamus versus Grayson Waller next week.
Oh wow!
Okay.
Green Randall, I'm pretty sure you're gonna be watching that.
Oh, I know you're gonna be watching that, boy. I know you're gonna be watching that.
Yeah, that's his man.
Oh, there they go. There go Greenville right there, man.
Yep.
There go Greenville right there.
Okay, yep.
That's our hometown.
Stop talking about how beautiful our city is. We're tired of people moving here. No, I'm just
hey, we'll get Money in the Bank qualifying matches.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So let me see who gonna get.
That'll be fun.
Ooh. That'll be a good one.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
Okay, Sheamus and Grayson Waller in Greenville. Okay.
Yeah, I hate Grayson Waller.
He's an athlete. He's an athlete, though. He is an athlete.
He's an athlete. I give him that too.
Yep.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
Oh. Let's.
I knew it was gonna happen.
Oh God. Oh wow.
I knew that was gonna happen at some point, but I knew it was gonna happen.
Hey, we got that last time, except for this time it'll be on camera.
Yeah. It was a dark match last time.
Mm-hmm. It was.
It's gonna be some yeeting going down.
Boy, it's gonna be crazy, boy. All right, here comes Julia. And Laura says, I'm sorry to hear that. And Chris G says Tony Khan doesn't know anything about running a business. God. Well, he's starting to sound like you, Harry.
Hey, that's his dad, man. That's his dad. His dad knows how to run a business, but wrestling business is really rough right now. It's tough to run a wrestling business. It really is. Mm-hmm. I mean, the WWE has been doing it for years, and they got it mastered. They just do. Even when you think they're not making money, they're making money, and they know how to do it. They know how to get a buck out of people.
All right, Christine said they keep
even if it's a 15. How much you pay for your hamburger, Chris? Even if it's a $15 hamburger.
Yeah, and it messed my stomach up. I'll never do
Yeah,
that
yeah,
again.
yeah. It got you. It
Ugh,
got you.
it messed me up bad. Chris G said Lyra Valkyrie is the Coyote Pablo of WWE. What?
It's Coyote Di Pablo of the WWE. All right, cool.
Okay. All right. And Laura says, I still think the whole thing with The Rock is the bigger picture, just spread out to the point of the fans forget, and then they get their mind blown.
Yeah, probably so. I mean, they could be setting us up for something a lot bigger with that.
I really hope so.
I have thought about that too.
I hope it is, but I really think that they don't really know what they're doing, and they're just
putting something out
going
here,
off by the seat of their pants. But that's just me.
Yeah.
Christine
I hope
says
she's right though.
Hopefully so. All right, Sarah says, at least that's what it looks like to me.
Okay.
All right, Laura says, hey, Alma Clark. All right, Chris said, I found out Mercedes Monet lost her injured. I'm about to say lost a leg. New Japan Pro Wrestling Women's Strong World title in Japan. It was about time someone step up to the plate against Mercedes Monet in Japan. Okay.
Yeah, she did lose it. Yeah, she lost it last week, man, and
I didn't know.
Had a hissy fit, threw a temper tantrum in the ring because of it. Well, it was crazy.
Oh wow. Christine Saucy Girl says, hey, Mag. All right, Black Rain says, didn't Rock and Triple H have real heat back in the 90s? They did at one time.
Oh, yeah, they did. Yeah. They did.
All right, Chris says, I finally caught your show tonight. The other podcast was delayed. Okay, Chris. Okay. I'm glad that you called it tonight, brother. I'm glad we're glad that you here rocking with the Straight Up Wrestling family and Peaches and Power Bombs. All right, 20 of Good Kind Master CX. My man Lucas says, okay. That's when he was wanting to get on. All right, R709, all the way from England, says Cena going through his last year as champion, feuding with iconic opponents from the past is epic. I love it. Hopefully, all of the matches besides the Mania match will deliver.
Randy Orton and John Cena was way better than Cody Rhodes.
Okay.
Everybody knocking that Cody Rhodes match, man. That the match it went how.
No, it was fine. It was fine, but yeah. I did enjoy the Randy Orton match better.
Okay.
I mean, I think people complain for the sake of complaining.
Yeah, that's true.
They're never happy with anything, and they do it to just overreact on social media. That's the reason.
Makes sense.
And plus, John has had a few matches since then, so he's getting his legs back up under him. With that match against Cody, he didn't. So that has that factors into it too. Christine says, "Okay, I came over to YouTube. I keep losing you on Facebook. Yes, on Facebook. Okay. All right." Christine says, "Hey, Lucas, how are you, kiddo?" Lucas, I'm probably off right now, but I'm sure you saw that. Chris says, "I agree with you about Tony Khan." Okay. Hey, Julia. All right, Shaw Van Dam, stopwatch, blue hand timer. Okay. Chris said, I saw a video where there was anti-Mercedes Monet hater telling Mercedes Monet she lost in Japan. Wow.
I think she knows she was there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. Here come EO.
All right, Chris G said WWE had a great pay-per-view without going head-to-head with AEW. Chris also said Megan Bain is my pick to be AEW Women's World Champion. Chris also says Roxanne Perez is still Roxy.
Yes, she is.
All right, Black Rain said Becky is annoying. She's got over when she got her nose busted up a few years ago. Yeah, by my girl Nia Jax.
I like Becky.
Yeah, I like Becky too. But she is having a meltdown. I agree, Chris.
It happens to the best of us.
Yeah, Chris, you did have a meltdown, yeah. Chris said my favorites are Megan Bain, Jamie Hayter to dethrone Mercedes Monet. Okay.
Okay.
Shot Van Dam says I feel like Maxine Dupree will align herself with Rusev to replace Lana.
Be
Interesting.
very interested. Yeah, be very interested.
Yeah, very interesting. Now the Xfinity thing, I wonder how loud they're gonna get if Rhea shows up in Greenville.
I don't know, man.
That yeet's gonna be loud though.
Oh yeah. I'm tired of Rio. I'm tired of him, man.
Man, you're just tired of everybody, man. Harry, like, but if it ain't NWA in '86, boy, I don't want to hear nothing about it, boy.
Oh, I was tired of that too.
But God, whatever the golden years, boy.
Oh, it was great, man. It was.
I think Harry's just tired of wrestling.
Tired of that too. Tired of the name wrestling. Well, I'm like Vince McMahon, just retired the word wrestling. I don't even want to hear that word no more. That ain't sports entertainment.
Man. Chris says Megan Bain has muscle and mass not to mess with. Okay.
Yeah, she's pretty
Let
darn
Rain
good.
said Seth is about to go down 3-1.
Oh my gosh.
To who they playing? Because I ain't keeping up with the NBA, man.
Are they playing the Knicks? Are they playing the Knicks in the playoffs? I forgot about it. I forgot who they was playing.
All right. Chris says Lucha Libre AAA is
Chicago, one of the two.
Is the West Lucha Libre. CML is the East of Mexico. Okay.
Yeah, they playing the Knicks, just like I thought. Yeah, they losing 121 to 113.
Good grief, man. The Knicks might win it all this year, man.
I don't know about all that, but they could.
Chris says, I hope Ring of Honor gets its YouTube show if they don't get a TV deal. They need to be on something, man, because that streaming ain't cutting it, man.
Yeah.
Unless you just make it interesting first.
Yeah, I'm not gonna pay no money. I'm not gonna pay no money for that, even though I think they do have a good show. I mean, we saw them live. It was really good when me and Chris saw it live. But it's just a lot of matches. A lot of matches. It's crazy.
But we was
there. They do like
almost,
2 shows.
What was we there? Like almost 8 hours?
It seemed that way.
I mean,
it was 5 hours or something. It was over 5 hours.
Let me see. Let me say 9.
We went at 7. 12. It started at 7:30.
Oh God! So
yeah.
So let me see. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, 5 hours, man. 5 hours and some change.
Yeah.
Ooh. God, that was crazy, man. I ain't never seen
it was crazy.
All right, almost said Dream Team Tag Match, AJ Styles and Penta. Wow.
That's gonna be fun.
Shot Van Dam said, "Oh wait, did I mention I'm in the VIP for this coming Monday? What you mean?
Oh, Shot.
Wait a minute, hold on. What you talking about the VIP, man? Elaborate. Please do tell. Elaborate, sir." Green Randall says Sheamus just signed his own death warrant. He thinks he can take on the Aussie icon, Australia's famous son, the greatest talk show host in WWE history, Grayson Waller. Good Lord.
Yep, just like I said, we know Green Randall gonna be watching that. He loved Grayson Waller, man.
Sounds like Sheamus is in trouble. He better watch himself.
Exactly, man. Exactly. Oh my gosh. Chris said in the 80s, pop band The Jets is worth from Tonga. What Tonga to versus Samoa? I want to know if they what? So you saying the Jets are Samoan?
Yeah, they are, man. You didn't know that?
No, I didn't know that, man.
Yes.
Man, I had no idea, man.
But that was my group, boy. That was my group.
Well, the Jets, boy, the Jets were off train, boy.
Yeah, they was bad. That's before your time, Marie. But I'm sure if you hear one of these songs, you would know it.
Wait, they did that song. I had a crush on you, right?
Yeah.
Or was it? Okay. Mm-hmm. I thought so. Shot Van Dam said 4 rows behind the barricade across from the main camera, meaning I'm walking out with the VIP chair. Nice, man.
Wow.
But you pay a penny for that, boy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Especially
at a WWE show.
Mm-hmm. Boy,
I
yeah.
paid a couple years ago, um, when that collision show was in Greenville.
Oh yeah,
My
yeah,
brother
yeah.
and my dad and I went, and we were in the second row. And I think we paid like $80 a piece for those.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're paying about that much for a stadium seat.
Yeah, yeah, man. She got, like I said, she knows somebody, boy. She knows somebody, boy. She knows somebody working Ticketmaster, boy. She got some decent prices, boy.
Mm-hmm. Goodness sake, Julie, that
AEW
is
doesn't charge all that much.
They
that.
really
No, they
don't.
don't. That
But
that's
now
a nice
here's
that's a nice kick right there on EO.
yeah, it was. Now here's my thing though. AEW, since they've gone to smaller venues, where if they come back to Greenville, we know they can't fill up the Boston Course Wellness Arena. We all know that. Us three, we know that.
Yeah.
Where would they put on the best show in Greenville if they were coming back to Greenville?
The Spartanburg Memorial.
That's
They
yeah.
they can go to Spartanburg. That
Yeah,
holds
they can go
2,500.
Yeah, they could do Spartanburg. But
I
if they
mean, where we have the Golden Gloves tournaments, that place holds 2,500.
the
And
spinning Jenny, oh,
Okay.
I know you ain't talking about spinning Jenny,
no,
but
not Spinning Jenny, no, Spartanburg Memorial Auditorium.
okay.
Now, I mean,
Yeah.
they could go to in Greenville. They can go to where's that place, Chris? Over there by Krispy Kreme. What's the name of that
The
place?
TD Convention Center.
Yeah, TD. Yeah, they can go there. They can
But
hold it
the
there.
the bad thing about that there, man, they only got uh it's all flat. They don't have any stadium seating.
Well, that's true. They can go to Furman University though.
Yep. Yeah,
They go to Furman University. That Furman University holds 6,000, I think. 6,000 though. Let's see.
wow.
They could go to They could go to North Greenville University. North Greenville University holds about 2,500. No, that holds like 2,000. That only holds about 2,000. They would do good there. Anywhere from 2,000 to 2,500 seats in their gym. Or they could go to Greenville High. Greenville High is downtown Greenville, and you know that's a big gym, Chris. So that's where I would go. I would get in touch with those Greenville High people because Greenville High, that's right behind the baseball stadium.
Yeah.
That's right behind the Greenville Drive baseball stadium. So if they come at night, I mean, you know, if they come during night in the summertime or something like that, they go to the Greenville Drive Stadium, and I believe they'll pack that out. So it'll look good at Greenville Drive Stadium.
Well,
I don't think they would pack it out.
WCW didn't look so great at the Greenville Braves Stadium though.
Man, that Greenville Braves Stadium held a lot of people, Chris. That thing was huge compared to Greenville Drive.
But it just looked crazy outside on a baseball stadium. Just I don't know, man.
Yeah, well, yeah, I can understand, man. But the way that thing was, because I went to some concerts there. I saw New Edition, Fat Boys, and people like that over there, and at that Greenville Braves Stadium, it was hard to make anything look good. I saw WCW there.
Yeah, I did too, man. It just looked crazy.
Yeah. But I don't know, at the Greenville Drive Stadium, man, that might look pretty good. AEW probably put on a pretty good presentation in that stadium. I know you've never been to it, Marie, but that thing's beautiful.
It basically, if you look at the Boston Red Sox Stadium, it looks like that, but a smaller version.
A smaller version, but yeah, it's beautiful. And I think AEW would put on a great presentation there. And you know, a lot of people show up just because it's an event, Chris.
Yeah.
A lot of people downtown, because I mean, it's so many people that go downtown Greenville, but people just go just because it's an event. So they will pull a lot of people that's not wrestling fans into that stadium to watch wrestling.
Yeah. All right, Chris said I got a Sabu action figure in his collection. Okay, nice, man, nice.
Oh.
Chris said Mercedes Moné was like a little child throwing a tantrum. Yes, she was. Chris said Athena was my pick to win the Owen Hart tournament and have the home field advantage in Texas and go on to win AEW's world title and all in Texas.
Mm.
I think that Athena might cost Mercedes Moné the Owen Hart.
Probably so. That's the way it looked like. Yeah, it looked like something's gonna go down. So I would love for that to happen, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, because we haven't heard nothing from her in a while, unless you just following the Ring of Honor.
Yeah, I
But,
love
you know,
Athena.
it is AEW. You never know. They do silly
You never
things
know.
all the time.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
This is
You never
true.
know what in the world they'll do. That's true.
All right, Green Randall says, which of the couples do y'all like more, Seth or Becky? Or are they both amazing? But out of the two, who's y'all's favorite?
Who? Self and Becky and who else? What's the other
He
I
said,
couple?
think she's asking. He's asking if you like Seth or Becky more.
Oh,
I'd go with Seth, man.
I'm gonna go with Seth.
Well, because this version of Becky, I don't necessarily like.
I do like I even like this Becky a little bit, but I mean, not as much as I usually like her. But I like Self a little. Self brings a lot more to the table. You ask me. Right now, he does. So I don't know.
This is a good match, man.
It is. It definitely is. The whole show has been pretty good.
It really has. It really has.
And I'm pretty sure there's going to be people complaining about this tomorrow, too.
No, of course.
And because of me, they're going to be like, I heard that HBT, he can't stand it. He can't stand wrestling. And Marie kept on calling him out on it. He hates wrestling. And it just
He said Jey Uso going to give up the title next week.
Yeah, relinquish the title.
We're gonna have to dress up like El Grande Americano in order to make it out.
Yeah. That's my man there, boy. He needs to show up in Greenville next week. I'll go crazy, man, if he shows up.
Aaron said he'll go buy a mask, boy. He'll
You
be
darn
here,
right.
Chris said Jeff Cobb has a lot of potential, like Nick Wayne.
Okay.
Well, Jeff actually, he does it for WWE. If they use him right, he can make a bigger name for himself. Yes, he can. And Nick Wayne's he's on the come up in AEW.
Yeah, he is. I still don't like him.
Oh, and what about Zach, man? Zach, the kid with the one leg, he's back in AEW, man.
The kid with the one leg.
God, he wrestled in WWE a while, some years ago, and he wrestled Brock Lesnar. And he was just like a teenager. He's an amputee. He actually wrestled in I want to say, what was it, CZW or somebody? Or CMW or something like that.
I know what you're talking about.
And I was surprised. Wow. This is the first time he's been back in wrestling in years.
Okay.
You know who I'm talking about, Marie?
Not really.
Oh my gosh.
But Shad has his name on there.
Okay. All things.
His name is Zach Gowen.
Yeah, that's it. Zach Gowen. That's him.
Yeah, yeah, Zach Gowen. Yeah, I know who that is. Yeah.
Yeah, almost said all things. All this hating Harry needs something. Wink, wink. Oh
my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Somebody get on my handler, boy.
Yeah, exactly.
There's that moonsault.
This is really good.
It is a good match, man. And Julia is better than what I thought she would be, man.
Oh, Julia's great.
But like I said, this is really the first time I've truly seen her, because that one time, that wasn't nothing, and then now she get hurt.
I don't like the ferrets on her pants, but other than that,
I don't know if those are ferrets or a squirrel or.
It is. It's distracting, is all.
She missed it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why she missed it. Okay. All right. Black Rain says New York. Will Riley says every time Rhea comes out, the crowd goes crazy. It's been happening for quite a while. Megan Bang, I call her Rhea Bang. You've also got Rhea Shafir, who beats up everyone.
Rhea is everybody. Rhea is everywhere.
Rhea, don't you ever trust no doggone Rhea Ripley, EO Sky. Don't trust her. Just don't trust her.
Chris says, I grew up watching the dynamic duo of Chris Adams and Gino Hernandez and Ted DiBiase and Dr. Dusty Williams and the Rock and Roll Express. Okay.
Oh, yeah. You watched some great stuff, Chris.
Yeah, he did. Shot Van Dam says, I'm going to call it a night and watch the main event and get some rest for work. See y'all Monday.
All right, see you
And then
then,
he
Charlotte.
said, then he says that word. Yeah.
All right, Oos, we'll see you a little bit later, bro.
Black
Yeet.
Rain's. Oh, Harry, I can't believe you said it.
Hey, no, I had to say it, man. I had to say it, but like I said, I'm laughing about it. That's why I'm saying I said it. I said, yeet, boy, goodness sake. But I'm definitely not yeeting Monday night. I don't care what you heard about me. You can't get a yeet out of me.
Oh my gosh. Oh, what a backbreaker. Black Rain said if the Celtics lose, watch they true trade for Giannis.
I can't get those feathers out of my head on Julia's outfit now.
The feathers, man. That's that possum, but that's that possum fur, boy. That's Japanese possum, boy. Hey, oh, good grief.
She needs to form a tag team with Lyra Valkyria, and they can be the Fur and Feathers.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that'd be crazy, boy. Call they tag team Land and Air.
Goodness sake.
Oh, that's it right there. Wow.
Goodness
Chris says Rick the Model Martel should be in the Hall of Fame next year.
All right, Rick. Yeah, I love Rick the Model. I love Rick Martel. He used to crack me up. That was one of my favorite gimmicks of all time. The model, man. We used to be doing arrogance, boy, spraying all that stuff. Yeah, I remember I used to mess with Chris about that. Chris be like, man, that Joker, man. I'm like, boy, I love that arrogance, boy.
You come out with that old school pesticide can, be pumping it all in the air. Boy.
Yeah. But he was a great wrestler, man. You know, he AWA world champion, but he was one of the best guys, one of the best wrestlers I ever seen back in the late 70s, early 80s. He was really good. But, you know, a little bit later on when he was wrestling for the World Wrestling Federation, he was just into that little pretty boy look and spraying that arrogance, man.
Yep. All right, Nancy says good show tonight. Yeah, it was. Thank you for coming in, Nancy. Chris Gallagher says, why Sheamus never went to AEW to follow Cesaro?
Because he likes it there in WWE.
And they treat
boy, here we go again.
They treat Sheamus good in WWE.
Oh, come on now. Come on now, Rhea.
They never had anything for Cesaro over.
Got it? Oh. Uh-oh. We got fights starting in the comment section again. Well, that was the show.
Yeah, that was the show. Let's finish over these comments, man, and get y'all's final thoughts on these. Will Riley said, oh no, that made me laugh, Grant Randall. You building up Grayson Waller like he's Ric Flair or Braun Breaker or something. Calm down, Grant Randall. Grayson Waller, jeez. Oh man, you don't know how
we're not gonna diss people for who they like. Everybody has different tastes.
Man, Green Randall, boy. If Green Randall wanted to, boy, I'm trying to tell you, Grayson Waller will run for president if it was up for Green Randall.
Oh, there's no doubt about that.
Chris says, I hope WWE brings back the Headhunters, formerly known as of AA, to face AOP.
AOP's not there anymore.
Yeah, AOP's gone. They got released.
Yeah, they're gone now, Chris. Yeah, they did. They got released.
All right, Black Rain says about 5 years ago they did TV one unsung on the Jets. Okay.
Oh, I'm about to look that up on
yeah, I'm going to look that up. I missed that one.
Yeah, appreciate it, Black Rain.
Green Reynolds said, Will, I would never compare Grayson Waller to Ric Flair. Grayson Waller is on a whole nother level.
Oh, my gosh, man.
That was great.
Oh, man.
That was great.
Wow, Green Reynolds.
Oh, man. Wow. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to say goodnight to everybody, but thank y'all so much for having me on your all's show. I always have a great time with you guys.
It was a great night.
Yes. We love
I'll see y'all in person tomorrow, unless Harry is hiding underneath a mask, and otherwise I wouldn't blame him.
Yeah, Harry gonna be in a mask. If y'all see a black luchador man in a El Americano mask, it's HBT. He ain't fooling nobody.
I'm El Gran Americano 2 guy.
Yes.
The Black Knight, boy.
Y'all have a good night. I'll
All
see
right.
y'all next week. Bye.
All right,
Yeah,
bye. Oh man.
Right.
All right, we're gonna finish up these comments, guys. Chris says the Headhunters were once managed by Jim Cornette. Yeah.
Yes, they were.
Will Relly said, I forgot you're a Grayson Waller fan. I like Alexa Bliss, Chelsea Green, KO, Cody Rhodes were my faves in WWE.
That's a good list. That's a good
Yeah,
list.
Will Relly says Green Rounder. Oh my God, LOL. Chris said the Headhunters were the biggest guys like Vader, Yokozuna in the tag team division.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Chris said WWE releases were good and bad. Vince McMahon always made room for the talent when he had strong talent on the roster in the 80s.
Yes.
All right. Black Rain says Seth is better because he's a Bears fan. Oh, Lord.
Okay.
Max says, truthfully, this is a good bra and panties tag match. But you tripping, man. Good grief, man. You is tripping.
Yeah, that too, Mag. I'll say that. Yeah, that too.
All right. Chris says Sky Blue's overrated, and we'll get there.
But we'll get there. I like Sky Blue. I do like her. I don't know if I haven't seen her wrestle in a while, but yeah, she definitely has something. But yeah, I think a lot of people start looking at the way she looks and start looking at her hips. Start looking at that booty that she has, and then I think that kind of like slowed her. I think she pretty much started relying on that, her looks a lot more, and that maybe pretty much stagnated her growth. I don't know, but I haven't seen her in a while. But I know after she noticed how people looked at her, that she changed as a wrestler. It didn't seem like she worked as hard, So, but I haven't looked at her. I haven't seen her in a while because me and Chris, we just don't follow AEW like we used to.
Yeah. Will Relly said Seth at the moment because Becky is a heel, pure cringe, awful weird promos. What she is on about earlier. Oh my God, Becky, please, babyface, you is much better. Shot Van Dam says Zach Gowen. Yep. Okay. Says Zach Gowen. Oops. All right. Chris says what Ricochet did to Zach Gowen was inappropriate and disgusting. Yeah, that was.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he took his leg off and started beating him with it, man.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
On the AEW program, I'm not shocked, man.
Yeah,
wow.
Man. We really said is AEW.
Dude, this is wrong, man.
He did do that, man. I knew it was an AEW indie show or something, but yeah, he took his leg off.
Yeah, I heard something about it, but I haven't seen it, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And if you go back, man, Brock Lesnar beat the snot out of that kid years ago in Brock's earlier career in WWE.
Yeah, I remember that. I do remember that.
Mess up that kid,
yeah.
Boy. Will Relly said Zach Gowen, he's called. Yeah, that was him. Will Relly said, sorry, Shy, you already said that. I just saw your comment. Chris said, how would Ricochet feel if he was with one leg? Disabled people have feelings too.
Yep.
Well, you got to think, man. Chris, that's part of his gimmick, man. That's all part of his gimmick, man. Chris said Ricochet wouldn't like it if disabled people, if he was disabled and being made fun of. But he uses it part of his gimmick. So
yeah, he does. It gets him over.
Yeah, exactly. Christine said this is a good match. Io and Rhea have to win, and they did.
Yep.
What would you give that match here? I'd go with 2.5, 3 stars on that.
I got 3. I got it at 2.
I can go with 3 with that. Yeah. Green Runner said Nick Wayne is like 19, barely finished growing. The kid is busting with potential. No disrespect to Jeff, but he doesn't have the same potential. Okay. All right,
I can understand that.
All right. Will Relly said, I was just about to say Marie, Lyra and Julia with the bird feathers going on. Will Relly says, you beat me to it. All right. Chris said, in the early 90s, WWE talent roster was not as strong as it used to be when Bret the Hitman Hart and Lex Luger were there in 94.
Yeah. But the 90s had a lot of talent in both companies. Well, in WCW and the WWE. It just, back then wrestling was embroiled in scandals, so it kind of went down a little bit. But yeah, the 90s was really strong, just as strong as the 80s, but it wasn't as big as it was in the 80s. Like I said, you did have some scandals and everything that kind of brought it down. And Jim Crockett, he let go, and the Pizza Man was running in WCW and over in in the WWF, you had, like you said, you had the scandals with the steroids and all the other stuff that was going on.
Yeah.
So wrestling did get hurt in the 90s, but it was a good product.
Yeah. I'm gonna say 3 stars. Match 3 stars overall. Okay.
Oh yeah,
I could go with 3 stars overall
yeah,
for
that's
Raw.
what we're rolling with.
All right. Chris says Rhea Ripley was looking dirty at Io Sky. Yeah, that title, man. That belt, man. That belt.
Yep, you're right, Chris.
Nancy said, "Good to see you guys and good night, guys." All right.
Good night, Nancy. Good to see you.
All right, Max says the women's tag match gets 2.5, 3 stars. Raw gets 3 stars overall. Great show, Chris and Harry. Marie, y'all have a good evening, everyone. All right, Mag, you have a good one,
Mag.
brother.
Yeah, we give it 3 stars. Tonight's been good. I got 3 stars.
Will Relly said, Marie, nice, isn't she? Bye, Marie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Marie she is real nice, man. She is real nice. Christine Sauce said, good night, kiddo. Great show.
All right.
And Chris says, to Chelsea Green, hi, Chelsea Green, it's me. All right.
Okay.
All right, guys, but that takes care of all the comments tonight, guys, and we thank y'all for coming on. Like you said, we give Raw tonight 3 stars overall tonight. And next week we will be at Monday Night Raw, since it's being our hometown of Greenville, South Carolina. And we will definitely be coming in and reporting. And I definitely know that Sunday, like we usually do, we'll be in front of production trucks giving y'all a rundown of what's possibly going to happen that Monday.
Oh yeah,
at Raw, man. So it's going to be a good show, and I can't wait, man.
Yeah, it's going to be a great show. But hey, we appreciate, like Chris said, we appreciate everybody coming in tonight. But before you go out, hey, if you own this podcast, whatever platform you own, go ahead and hit that like button, share. Let people know about the Straight Up Wrestling Show, because we are rocking and we are in your house and we are doing our thing, man. We come to entertain you, and we appreciate our girl Majestic Marie coming on, our boy Lucas coming on, with us for a little while. But Majestic Marie, she added a lot to the podcast tonight, and we got a lot of people come on, and we definitely appreciate it. Appreciate our man Chris coming in, and Mag, and everybody else. Will Rally Sport, everybody else, man. Green Randall, all the people, man. Christine, Saucy Girl, Nancy, Alma, everybody, man, from the Straight Up Wrestling Show. AJ Skills, as always. We appreciate y'all coming in and pretty much putting your imprint into your input into it, and making it what it is. Making Straight Up Wrestling Show be the #1 show out here in podcast land in the IWC. But we are out of here, and we'll talk to each and every one of you later. Stay straight up. Peace.
And we will see y'all next week live from Monday Night Raw. Y'all stay straight up. Peace.